Well,
Hi,
hello.
how are
Hey,
you?
Angie, how you doing today? How you feeling today?
I am good. I am maintaining. Technology didn't blow up on me. Today, my smoke alarm kept going off just repeatedly, and I don't know why.
Did you? Not the battery issue?
No. Well, the last time it was a battery issue, it was technically that it wasn't connected into the wall. So I don't know why that would make it go off, but once he connected it into the wall, all it does is link all three of them together. So they all just go off like a ding dong wind chime of noises at the same time. So I don't know.
So did they finally get it resolved? No. Yes.
No.
It's still going
No.
on.
Well, it hasn't. Every time I turn the oven on, and so when I open the oven, all that hot air rises and it goes off, and then it'll go off for a couple of, and I was like, well, y'all have to do something because what if I had a little kid here and that's going off every time I open the oven? Nobody's gonna go through that. I don't have a little child here, but I'm just saying I don't like the noise either.
No, I tell you, I hate it when we get in here in the house. We have to go. Start hearing that tweet, twerk, twerk, twerk.
Oh, and figure out which one it
Go
is.
figure out which one it is, and then get up there and hope it's just the battery and not something else. The one time we put two batteries in and finally realized it's not the batteries, it's the alarm itself. It had to be replaced, and then finding the right
Yeah.
replacement is like, oh please, this is too much.
The joy, the joy.
The things we do to survive.
Exactly. Survive. First world problems.
Exactly. Exactly. My microwave isn't working. The world's coming to an end.
But Don, when my TV went out that day, this was like probably last year, early last year, and my TV just went out. I know what it was. I thought I was in the 1800s. I thought I was gonna walk out of my bedroom and have to turn my own butter. It was devastating to me that I was just did not have a TV. I couldn't believe it.
Oh my goodness. No, I tell you, it is funny. It's like we with things that we feel we need so much, and yet we got along with when we were kids without.
Exactly.
I remember when there were no microwaves. I remember, you know, it's like I don't need to go that far, but I can remember because remember that came out of the space program.
Exactly.
Well, all that came out of the space
Yeah.
program way back when.
Wow. Yeah. See,
Aluminum foil came from the space
I
program.
try not to remember all those times before.
Yeah. Well, you're younger than I am, so that gives you a little bit of a buffer.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Good morning.
I still do like this for a phone when I guess the little kids do this, but I still do
Uh
this.
huh. I do too. Exactly. Call me. Call me.
Angel Eye
They're
says
like,
she
what's that?
remembers a rotary phone. My mom had a phone like that, and I just loved playing with it for some reason. And then she had one of those little fancy, like French looking phones with the gold all over it and trim, and you picked it up off the little thing. I thought that was so fancy, and I loved doing that. But I was younger and had nothing else to do.
I used to love Lily Tomlin when she would do Lily Tomlin as part. It started with the laugh-in and then continued, but she played this operator, and she always had her purse face. And she's like, one ringy dingy, two ringy dingy, three ringy dingy, and she'd talk, are you the party to whom I'm calling? And it was this big whole funny.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Yes, yes,
Ernestine, I
yes.
think
Okay, I had to get her
Ernestine.
face. I had to get her face.
Yeah, I think Ernestine was the character that she played, but it was so funny. But I remember the rotary phone because you go, and you go,
Exactly.
and I grew up with that phone, so I know what it was. I was amazed when they had the little streamline thing come in with the doot 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 doot. And
Yeah,
everybody used to make fun of the William Shatner and Star Trek when they talk into their hand. And guess what? Now we're talking.
we're talking into our hands.
Yeah, yeah. Gene Roddenberry was onto something, I'm thinking.
Exactly.
Oh Lord.
We're out of the stone ages. We don't have to start our car with our feet anymore.
Exactly. Fred Flintstone would be shocked. Oh my goodness. Well, it looks like
We're
a lot of
still
folks are
waiting on the
dropping
jet.
in. Nice to see everybody in, by the way. Hello, hello to all.
Yes.
Good to
Terry
see you.
T, Christine, Crystal. Is that Desiree? Nico. Wait, Nika. Nika.
Nika.
Yes, she told us that. Kristen, Angel Eyes, Pam, Arkisha. Wow, that was fast.
Pam's going to be a pit bull for tonight for they need the
Exactly. Pam should have a whole bunch of pent up aggression she could just unleash on somebody who's bothering us.
Exactly.
Little
Thank you.
I miss Pam being in there. She's funny.
Exactly. Hey, Pam, and Angel Eyes is reminding everybody, don't forget to hit the like buttons there, please. Like on whichever, if you're on Facebook or YouTube or on Twitch, whatever it is, let us know. Hit those like buttons. We love it. We love it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. And again, if you're on my channels, don't forget to make sure that you go to Angie's and subscribe and like. And if you're on hers, do the same here. So we're on both sides. Okay, super.
Yes. And just post your questions. Kina will let you know if you make the list. Once you post your question, she'll go ahead and pin it. And then once we get started, we'll have you in the list in that order. If you're unable to stay, please let us know so we can take you off the list and pick somebody else up.
Exactly.
Be nice to Kina in the comments. She is working on like 7 or 8 different platforms. So it takes a little bit of time to compile the list, get everybody pinned, and to prepare the list to scroll across the bottom. So please be patient with Kina. We will try to get that done as fast as possible.
And we will try to answer your questions and we will try to give you a good reading. However, you're not going to monopolize the entire show with one reading. So if you want that kind of long, in-depth, very powerful reading, right down here, running across the bottom, are Angie and my emails. You can always email us and try to arrange a private reading, which of course, those are not free. But again, you have a choice. But otherwise,
but I'm not going to inbox you for it, though.
Exactly. You won't be hearing us. You're not going to get our friend request. You won't be having us beg you to do whatever. That's just not the way it happens.
And you know, Don, I still watch a lot of readers, and everybody is still having to say that repeatedly.
Yes.
That's not me. And they're tired of it. They're like, you already know, if you're a regular watcher, you know that's not me. All my information is here. And so it's just disheartening that we have to do it. And so many people are having to do it.
And they're even coming after the readers who record for the zodiac signs and don't even do personal readings. They're even having to remind them over and over and over.
Yeah. Everybody is telling them, don't do it. Don't do it.
Yep. So folks, just watch. Anytime you get something, just give it a thought and say, does this seem right? Does something not look right? Is this not keeping with what they do? That's just, if you ask yourself the questions, you'd be surprised what the answers will be. You'll probably say, no. Angie, aren't on your own channel tonight? No, she's paired on YouTube because I see it here. It shows she's paired with YouTube.
Oh, I'm not on Facebook. Is that what you mean, Miss Linda? You know I'm banned from Facebook, Miss Linda. I'm restricted until the 22nd. They gave me a 30-day restriction. I can't go live, but everything else seems to be working. YouTube seems to be paired, and Twitch and Twitter, but I can't get on Facebook. And I have not been on Facebook since December 22nd when they initially told me. And every time I open the app, it says restricted in big letters.
They remind you.
And then it's like, click to find out what your restrictions are.
Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Well, tonight I am going to, can't find you on YouTube.
You're on my YouTube, Miss Linda, because it says paired.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
Don't say that, JoJo. It's okay. I'll be back eventually.
Oh Lord! And tonight, everybody.
No, the video that they for that video that we had, did they completely take it down, or did they just kind of blur out that where we used that?
They muted that. They muted that.
That clip.
They muted it. From what I understand, they just muted it. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right.
So.
And then they have the audacity to tell you, do you accept what whatever the decision is? I'll be like, well, whatever.
Like we have a choice. It's like, hello, what else I'm gonna do? You know, it's like
I'm not gonna like the other. I couldn't appeal it because I had said it. So I mean, it is what it is.
Exactly. It's like, choose this right here. Choose this. Have a choice on this one. Okay. So Oh,
Oh
Lord.
my goodness.
Well, this
Goodness,
evening,
goodness.
Angie's going to do the readings with cards, and I am going to do purely psychic tonight. So if you're one of these people that want me to show the cards, then you don't want a reading from me, because mine's going to be psychic only. I'm trying to just practice my psychic skills. I've been working with them, and they kind of getting a little. I'm just like, I'm getting so dependent on the cards. I've got to get back to the psychic skills. So
Well,
working
you
on
know
it.
what? Sometimes the card, when that happens to me, or when I don't know, the cards just stop making sense to me,
Mhm.
and so I'm like, okay, well, I'll just go back to the psychic. So the psychic is always there, but I don't know, it just whatever. Like, if we put up a question, and I get nothing like psychic, then I'll kind of do this, and it'll sometimes pull something, and I can go for it. But whatever comes, it comes. So
Exactly. So
for
it should be
entertainment
interesting night.
purposes only.
Exactly. So
I
who
was
is?
going to say just one thing.
Yeah.
I'm on social media a lot, and a lot of young people are like, celebrities and like race car a lot of people I saw this week, young people like in their 40s
Mhm.
and 30s were passing this week, like a younger group of individuals.
Yeah.
Like the expectations if you're 95, like, oh, okay, but it was a lot of people under 50 I've been seeing that are passing. And not all of it is like, drugs or alcohol or something like that. It's like natural stuff.
Well, look at the football player hit on the field. He actually hit somebody else. He was but then down, and thank God they kept working on him, because now he's up and he's alert. And the very first thing he said, "Did we win the game?" Which I thought was very cool.
I saw,
Yeah.
I saw.
And actually, he now has created they have a shirt now. He created a shirt with that, so that that they can, and they're raising money for the paramedics who helped keep him alive and took him to the hospital. So they're actually selling shirts. He's selling the shirts. He's authorized it to help raise money for that institution, so it can continue to do good work.
Oh
I
wow,
thought that was
that's
cool.
good.
Yeah. And I think the shirt is just
Yeah,
saying,
that's
did we
exactly what
win?
the doctor said.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
He
that's
won the game of
nice.
life. Yeah, I remember the doctor saying that, and I thought that was a very real thing. Is that when he asked him that, he said, "You won the game of life." That's cool. But the guy was so young, and it's like, geez, he was. But it can happen to
It was,
anyone.
and then the next, and I don't know if maybe I'm paying more attention or what, but it just seemed like a whole bunch in the last in the days since that they've been much younger, like
Yeah.
under 50.
Maybe it's that retrograde
But
doing
when
some
you're
work.
closer to that 50, you're like, hold on, that's my age.
Shoot, I'm dancing on the edge of 60 right now, so be careful. I'm trying to shuffle
That's
my
a
feet as
long
far
life,
away.
a long life. All right, well, I'm ready, Don.
Me too. Who is our first?
Uh,
Is this? Is this?
is
Is
that
that?
the ability inclusive? Oh, look, we got a troll, Don. What do we say? Do
Do we
not.
have a troll? Let me
Don't
think.
go into the van, people. Kidnappers.
Don't do it. Stay away from that little white van. Those DMs are dangerous.
It's the kidnappers again. Don't do it. Do not let them get you in the van. Don't go into the inbox. Don't do it.
Exactly. We made one especially for those creatures that live in the dark.
Listen,
Stay
don't that
away
van
from.
look like it's dangerous? Like, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Avoid that little white van.
Yeah, Don is a technical genius. I just cry. Every time we come on, he shows me a new one and I just laugh. It is so cute. They are so like, I always make sure I don't have no ice in my mouth. I'm not drinking nothing. I'm not eating nothing. When he showed King, I said, don't eat that apple. Just wait. I love them. They're all so great.
We'll keep working on them. We're going to hone them, make them really nice. And then we'll have them we'll have them so where everybody can have them on their different platforms too. So where Angie can use
Yes.
them
Oh my
on
gosh.
Sundays, and where Sean wants
Yes.
them. That's the kind of cool thing. Just have them out there. So let's see. Arkisha McGrew. Can you guys give me an insight on my birthday trip next month? I plan on an island trip. Do you see anything working out in a positive?
like, are you wanting to know, is it going to be affordable? Are you going to be able to pay for it? Or like, is there going to be bad weather? Like, okay. Because when I ask, it are the people that you're going with a shifty group of people, like they might all verbally commit, but they may not all monetarily commit. Is that your worry? Is that you'll make these reservations and some people may not show up? Because that's what I get. I get finances, but I don't feel like the finances are on your side because this is your birthday and you'll go all out for your birthday. But will everybody else make their step up to the plate? Is kind of how I'm getting it. Um, I mean, I guess the best you could do is put the information out there and let them make their own reservation through whatever information you give them. I see it being fine for you. I don't see any issues happening for you. I did get the death and rebirth card, so I don't know if that means that some friendships could end or something like that. But I did get the death and rebirth card when I was talking about the friendship, like maybe there could be a little tiff if people don't show up or about money or things. I wouldn't take the responsibility of putting any deposits down for the group. I would provide the information, allow everybody to make their own reservations because I got the death and the rebirth card for you. And so that's the only thing I see. Everything I see is about money and finances. It looks, are you trying? Did she say weird? Because it seems like somewhere island and water is what I'm seeing and sunshine. Like you're trying to be on a warm beach with and it's like a girls trip. Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I got. It's Arkeisha. So okay. Yeah. Yeah, somebody else was telling me about a trip and they were saying that it was near $7,000 per person. I was like, well, what? But I don't know where they were going, and maybe it is worth that. I don't know. But she thought that that was a bit much for the trip that they were going to take. So I don't know. But yeah, that's what I got. That it's kind of about money. So that's all I got. Don.
The only thing that the only addition, well, I guess not additional. I think you're going to get. You're not going to get perfect. Not everybody's going to come. Period. That's just not going to happen. Not everybody that you anticipated was coming is coming. However, those who are coming, the money, it falls in line. It's a kind of stuff. It's one of those deals. And sense that if you want it to happen, it'll happen. But for those who don't make it, don't take it personally. At the same time, because I'm getting the sense that don't make it, really truly don't have the finances. I do also. I'm sensing that once you're on the, I'm getting the island like you were, Angie. I'm getting this island
Yeah.
feel.
Yeah.
And so
Lots
once you're
of nice fruity drinks and just kind
yeah,
of chilling and lounging and
yeah,
a little bit of dancing, maybe meeting some guys while you're there. Be
mhm,
careful. But I do see some men dancing with you. So
yeah.
I don't think that any of you are taking sand to the beach. It seems like you may just, meet some people.
Yeah, the other thing that I got from that, and that was interesting, is hey Kelly, nice to see you. And it was again the on the island. I see a boat excursion. I see a boat excursion as a possibility. With that boat excursion, um, be careful because I'm feeling like there's this again because of this excursion. There's going to be some drama on the boat because of the excursion. So again, when you plan your excursion, make sure that you make sure everybody's in a good movie before you go, because that boat excursion could turn out to be a bit of a nightmare for you guys. So if I were you, I would keep that in mind. If you're doing that, again, I'm sensing a boat excursion while you're on your trip. And again, somebody's just in the raw mood and it's not going to go well. So be careful about that. Make sure everybody's in an up mood, or maybe say, you know what, you stay home or you stay at the hotel or something. I don't know, or just drink a hell of a lot. That could help.
And another thing that I like don't like I sometimes when you book a group trip, everybody's not ready to go. Oh, we're supposed to go on the excursion at 11 and 10:45. People are still getting dressed. I'll leave those people. I'm not going to keep waiting on you. You knew what time it was supposed to be. I'll leave you.
Yeah, and we all have a few of those. The ones that are still doing their hair or their makeup, or they're still picking the right outfit, or they're just for some, or like me, I'm awfully late all the time. It drives my spouse crazy. But
When me and my sister and my friend went to Vegas. They were in a casino, and I had lost enough money, and I wanted to go. I left them and went exploring down, the strip or whatever, and then they ended up joining me. And so I rode this trolley, and I had a very nice trolley ride. When they met up with me, they were like, "Oh my gosh, that trolley ride driver was the worst person ever. We was holding on for dear life." I was like, "Really?" Wow. We had a totally different experience. We had two different drivers, but I'm a person who will just leave y'all. Y'all want to stay here, y'all can. I'm not gonna sit here and be miserable because y'all don't want to go. And it was just I just left them. And I think, within an hour or so they ended up joining me. But don't let somebody not wanting to do something, not be ready, hinder everybody else. Just go.
Jojo says we have one of those. Her name is Linda.
I'm gonna leave Miss Linda alone. She is never late. She is fashionably on time. Get there when she's look. Miss Linda is divine time, and she get there when she's supposed to get there.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Family Feud, not getting in the middle of that one. Ain't going there.
All right, Keita, who's next? But overall, Arkisha, I feel like it's going to be a good trip. You'll have fun. It's your birthday. Celebrate. Go with people who you have known for a while. Like I wouldn't take new people on a trip like this if it's that significant, because you don't know how they've been on a trip. Go with people you've been with before, and so you kind of understand how their behavior is going to be. When you take somebody you've never been with, you don't know how they're going to be. Like, are they a mean drunk? Are they affectionate drunk? Are they a fallout drunk? Like, you don't know what kind of person you're going to be with. So I would definitely for this trip go with people who I've traveled with before and who I know what their character is like while we're out and about.
Absolutely.
So that's all I got.
Absolutely.
You're welcome, Miss Arkisha. I hope you saw our last reading. I think we know that you're usually like sometimes you have to leave to go to work. So we did the reading anyway, but I don't know if you were able to see it.
Next in line is Kristen Wilkins. Can you lovely souls give me a short reading? Thank you both.
Okay, sure. Immediately when I asked Spirit what's for your greatest and highest good, I saw you on a bicycle on a tight rope. So and then that's them saying you trying to navigate through life. Like you're not very balanced and it's a tight rope, like things may be tight or that could represent financially or just resources in general. But it seems to be a very tight rope and you trying to balance and stay, and then there's the fear of falling and lose and I don't know if it's losing everything, but falling off of the rope and not making it to the other side. And what I hear is to where the other ends meet. I heard relief is coming. Did you just apply for a job? Or are you planning on applying for a job? I see two jobs, either that you just applied for or that you should apply for. Is one of Are they job numbers? Because I see a 206, like job number 206 or something like that. Or maybe that's three of the numbers in there. But I see two jobs that you should apply for or that you have applied for. And you'll interview great on both of them. It seems like the first one you'll like the most and will pay the most, but I don't know. But exactly what I hear is the first one you'll like the most and it'll pay the most, but you'll take the second one. And I don't know if that has to do with like scheduling or location or something. But the salary range isn't a big, like it isn't like a $50,000 difference. It's not a big, huge difference. So, not a significant amount that you're gonna lose. But I do see that your resources will start to pick up February, and you'll ride into spring with growth. They're showing me like barren branches that are sprouting growth with the spring rain. So around springtime, you should see the results of this new endeavor. So that's what I got.
We don't see it on here, but this one is for Mary Lazar Tarot Reading, who is on my personal Facebook page. And she's inviting Julie Karen, asking her, what kind of reading do you prefer? Ability includes being a dumbass, this is my addition right now. Her abilities, this reader's abilities, are including future readings, guidance readings, bringing exes back, being a stupid cow, and pissing me off. So, my dear Miss,
You can bring your ex back. That
Miss,
ain't a good thing.
exactly, Miss Mary, who
Give
wants
me the
sex?
lottery numbers. I don't want my ex back.
Exactly. But Miss Mary Lazar tarot reading. This one's for you, baby.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
I wasn't ready for it. I just knew it was gonna be the kidnapping man, and then it was him.
No, this one is Miss Mary specifically for her abilities. One more time, in case you missed it, Mary. This one's for you.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
I can't believe it. It's like, have you?
Oh my gosh, the trolls are
kidding
coming,
me?
and they came out fast. We haven't even been on 30 minutes, and we've already had 2 or 3.
Exactly.
Lord
Lord
help
have
us.
mercy.
Lord help
Well,
us.
I've given Mary a little send off there. So, oy vey.
All
Next.
right, Mary. Have a
Oh, this
hemorrhoidal day.
This is for Kristen, right? Yes, Kristen.
Yes.
And Julie blocked her too, thank goodness. Let's see. Kristen. It's interesting. The one thing that I'm getting is the fact that you like to control everything. I get the feeling like you need to be in control. You're like very, yes, okay, control freak. That's the energy, the control freak. And so, the first thing I'm getting from you is this year, try backing off a little bit. Try letting go of some OCD, kind of chilling out, giving it back and back it up a little bit, put it in beep, 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 reverse it. Okay. So where the things you can't control, let them go. The things that you have no determination over, let them go. But more importantly, again, give yourself the opportunity this year to let go of this true need to control all the parts and pieces of the puzzle, because again, it doesn't help you. It doesn't really help you it doesn't serve your best interest. First of all, sometimes it alienates people. Second of all, it frustrates you because again, you're trying to control it and you can't. And you're like, and then you get madder because you can't. But so I truly strongly suggest that the energy I'm getting for you is this year, please let yourself take the hand off the wheel a little bit and let some things just pass. Let some things slide. You don't have to act on everything. You don't have to come to guard when you hear something that's a bit insulting to you. It's like, just let it pass, because this is the year for you to just kind of bring the wall down a bit, okay? Bring the wall down a bit. That's the energy I'm getting for you.
All right, Miss Kristen. I hope that works out for you. I didn't see you in the comments, so we don't even know if you're here. But I hope the job thing works out for you, and you come back and let us know how that turned out.
Absolutely.
All right, who's next?
Don, are you on my kid's side? I'm on everybody's side, Linda. I'm on everybody's side. I don't pick sides, not in the Family Feud. I know, I've learned a long time ago, because my family is far from perfect. And so I'm like, no, I ain't going there. Don't stay away. Don't go there. Don't do it. Who is next?
Who's next? Nika. I think is it Neka? Neka. I think that's how she tells.
Okay.
And we do it wrong every time.
Neka.
That comment about the ex-husband brings alarm, as if you have not let go, because you could have just said it's been 3 years since I've been in a relationship, but you specifically brought up the ex-husband. So I feel like he's remarried or he's moved on with someone else, and there's a little bit of sour feelings there. You have not fully let go or fully dissolved those feelings. And so Spirit is telling me you're not fully ready to be, and that's why you haven't been, like, you've seen people, but you're just not ready to go forward in a relationship just yet. I got the Chariot, which is movement, but I'm going to try to pull another card to see what else I get to go with that, because I got it's, for me, a Chariot is usually victory. It's also Cancer, and it's also not Cancer, the disease, Cancer, as in the zodiac sign Cancer, and it's usually victory. But I don't feel that in this sense. So sometimes I need another card to tell a little more of the story. So let me see what that is. But I don't get that you're completely healed. I feel like wounds, like I feel like slits, like um I want to say that, like, maybe you watch the social, like you may see him on social media, and every time it kind of reopens the wound. Yeah, because I got the Five of Pentacles, and that's feeling left out. I don't feel like in this case somebody's coming back. I feel like that's kind of like the feeling of being left out, and feeling like you were dedicated to this relationship and you were the one left out. I feel like maybe that was a person that was unfaithful and not you, but you still love this person. It just, this person wasn't the best match for you. And I just feel like you're still too connected to that relationship, and you're just not completely ready yet. I think that you're more hoping on a reconciliation that way than a new person moving forward, is how they're kind of giving it to me. So that's what I got down.
First and foremost, over on, it's not coming through here, but on Chakra Spirit Tarot is coming in. They give us again another little visit on my Facebook business page. And so for that person, we go back to this one.
Don't do it. Stay away from that little white van. Those DMs are dangerous.
Did you see the plastic on the seats? Y'all, don't do it. They got plastic on the seat. It's
Yeah, we got plastic on the seats. We're talking DNA work there. So
one more card fell out, and that's the Seven of Swords, and that to me is just kind of like some deception, but I think the deception is on your part into thinking that there could maybe possibly be a chance. And what I hear Spirit is saying is like, you need to break that connection so that you can move forward. This person, even if this person isn't connected to somebody else, they're just not good enough for you. You seem to be a very nice and giving person, and you want a true love, and this person just wasn't that type of person for you. And so there would just be more heartbreak, or you settling for whatever this person was to offer. But you do seem like a very nice person.
Okay, the thing that I got, Nanika, and you're probably not going to be real happy when I say this, but take it as it's intended, but I take it as I see it as well. So, Nanika, when you went in search of a relationship, Spirit's telling me that you got what you wanted. You went in a relationship looking for your father, and you got your father with your partner. However, once you got your father with your partner and things turned out to be like the not so positive things about the relationship between your mother and your father, they showed up in your relationship too. And what the Spirit's telling me is that before you're ready to move on to a new relationship, you have got to forget, you got to figure out how to not again try to find your father again in a relationship, because that's not a healthy relationship there. And again, I don't mean to go where it's sensitive to you, but at the same time, you asked my question, so I got to give it.
And she's agreeing. She said he was like her dad in the worst way.
Yeah, and so again, make sure that you fix in those things inside you where you can let go and understand those characteristics that draw you, but not for the right reasons, and then make sure that that's also if anything, you turn them into a propel instead of an attraction. And then be careful, because when you go into a new relationship, don't blame the new partner because they're not like your father, because that's exactly what you need. You need that. But it's a training. It's a therapy. It's a training to understand that it was an unhealthy relationship dynamic, and you can't go back there. Okay, that's my thing.
Don, it feels like a validation a little bit too, like, validation of, getting your dad's love and, appreciation, but in a mate who, just like your dad, doesn't give you that. Believe me, when they say girls end up eventually dating their dad, they're not lying.
Yeah. Yep. So that's what I would strongly suggest. That's what I would strongly suggest, is that, again, spirits making it very clear, don't go back there. So I'm suggesting that listen to them and make sure that you understand the characteristics that now you see it from a different point of view that you know will not be healthful for you in a relationship. Once you break that cycle, I think you'll be fine. But you've got to break the cycle.
I was telling this to someone else too. Don't like, because when you say, when your concentration is on trying to, let this person go, move on, and not love them, you're fighting with yourself. You're fighting your own internal self. So what you should just tell spirit, this is where I am. This is where I want to be. I'm connected to, in love with whatever I am with this person. I want to get to a place where I no longer desire this person, or where I can find my true love. I want to get to that place of healing, and then allow the universe to do that however it is. Because what you think it may be like, distancing yourself, not hermiting yourself. And what spirit probably could do is send you a love that makes you forget that person. So allow the universe to, or your God or your higher power to break that bond, and not you, because what you're doing is just fighting your own internal battle. You're fighting against yourself, trying to make yourself not love somebody. And the more you want to, is the more you try it, the more you are going to desire them. And I learned that with friends. Like, sometimes they come to vent to you, and then you're bashing that person too. And so then they start defending that person. And now the conversation is turned, because they're defending the person that they were mad at because you were bashing them. And so that's you battling yourself. You're trying to forget this person, but the more you do, the more you want this person. And so just allow the universe to do it. This is where I am. This is the healed space that I want to be in, and allow them to move you through that however they see fit, and be okay with how that happens, and not trying to be in control of how it has to happen, and make it happen on your own time. You're just going to torture yourself, believe me.
Super. Interesting. I just found a new little addition to the things, and it actually, under our channels that we're streaming on, you can go and click, and it'll take you to those streamed channels, and you can see what's happening live on those channels. Here, I've been having to go to my phone, and I'm like, I don't have to do it anymore. I can click over here, and it'll take me to where I am, so I can see what activity is happening over there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. So I'm looking forward to that. Yes. Next in line is who?
You haven't forgiven yourself. Well, that is a thing to do, because sometimes we don't forgive ourselves, and we wonder how we allowed ourselves to get into that situation, or to get so deep into it. Again, ask spirit how to heal yourself, how to find that place where you forgive yourself, because we on our own just aren't strong enough to do it, and we don't know what the best way to do that is. So either therapist, or going to your higher power and saying, hey, I need to heal in all ways, and allow spirit to do it. Journal about it, process those feelings. Don't try to pack them away, but go ahead and let them play through. Anger, frustration, whatever it is, let it play through, however you're going to do it, with writing or some kind of creative task. And then as they disappear, you'll find a lighter, brighter you.
Exactly. Hey, Sarah Lyles, nice to see you in. Folks, if you ever have a chance, Sarah Lyles has some amazing metaphysical and spiritual drawings that are just phenomenal, and they come from spirit. So if you ever have a chance to see her stuff, make sure you take the opportunity. It's wonderful stuff. Who is next? Kina. Happy birthday to
All right. Is that Desiree?
Desiree
I'm gonna
Cole.
put my glasses on. None of them are clean, so no. Okay, so let me see. She said general. Let's see. Okay, so when I get into your energy, I say, what information do you have? Is Desiree still here? Is she still here? Desiree, are you still here? Well, I'll start to tell you, and I guess if you're here, you'll get it. If you were not, you won't. When I ask about your energy, I hear a canoe is coming, and I'm like, well, what does that mean? And so then I see you like in your own canoe, trying to do it on your own. There's rushing waters, and you're you're kind of stuck up on a rock. You can't even reach the water to get yourself down, and you're stuck in the canoe and you can't get out. So there's a river that is flowing that could get you from where you are to where you need to be, but you're stuck up on this rock and you're using up all your own energy to try to do it and what I hear is a canoe is coming. Like they're showing it to me in the version of a tower, like something is coming to rescue and to help you because you don't understand that you need help. And so the universe is sending help to rescue you, put you back in the water where you're supposed to be so you can flow downstream the way that you're supposed to be. So that's what I got.
The one thing I got for Desiree, the biggest, strongest energy that came to me was stop expecting somebody to rescue you. It's not going to happen. You cannot look to somebody else to lift you up, to rescue you, to save you. You've got to do it on your own. You feel again like, and I hate to say this because I hate this word in a way, but there's like an entitlement there. Like for some reason you're owed something of a rescue from life, from spirit, from whatever. And it doesn't work that way. I'm telling you, it doesn't work that way for you. Unfortunately, you're not in one of those judgment cards. One of the judgment card when it comes out is a card saying the universe is going to give back to you now because you put good things out. Yeah, you may have put good things out, but again, you're not in that cycle right now. So at this point, if you want to lift yourself up, stand up and lift yourself up and start taking the steps, because again, you're not in a cycle of the universe granting you and gifting you this opportunity of a lot of needed help. You are on your own right now. So again, face it, make sure you understand it. And once you do, then it makes that push easier because you're like, you know what? Because when it's funny, it's like sometimes knowing that we have help makes us a little less motivated. But again, knowing you have no help should motivate you. The fact that, you know what, I will do it on my own. I know you can do it. And I think universe is telling you, spirit is telling you that maybe this is that lesson that you need to know. Maybe that's that understanding of appreciating you, yourself, and what you can contribute and do for yourself. So again, hands off. They're taking their hands off right now. It's on you. It is on you. That's what I'm getting. Next.
All
Summer
right.
Four.
Summer fear.
Fear.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
General for summer. I was going to change cards, but these feel good, so I'm going to go ahead and work with these. When I asked about summer,
it's not summer. It's not summer. It's not summer. I'm trying to fix it. It's not summer. You weren't listening.
No.
Bye.
I'm like, did she type that? Oh. Okay. Terry T, the last time you had a dream and you heard a voice calling out to you, I think we told you the same thing, that it was spirit speaking to you and confirming, like literally calling your name to tell you something. So this is just the same thing. I don't understand why you don't believe. Like literally the divine is calling you in your sleep and you're coming here to confirm. This is how the divine is speaking to me. How dare you? And I said this to you the last time. How dare you go to a lesser authority to confirm something I told you? And not to say that, well, technically we are the lesser authority, because if the divine told you something in a dream, said something to you, and then you have the audacity to come to me to clarify it, I am the lesser of the authorities, and the divine spoke directly to you. This is the second time the divine has spoken to you, and you've come to clarify with me. I don't have anything to say, but exactly what they said. This is meant to be, and you will find, you will meet. But we've already told you that too. it's like you need confirmation on top of confirmation, because we've been telling you that you were going to meet somebody, and now the divine is speaking to you. But I understand, Terry T, because the divine has to do me like that too. Like, listen, when I was all worried about moving, I'm telling you, my ancestors was moving, the live people in my life was moving trucks was in there. I was getting hand keys in meditation. Spirit knows how much confirmation you need. This is just another layer of confirmation. Each and one in the readings that we've given you, we've mentioned that you would meet somebody, and then now Spirit is actually speaking to you. You don't get no higher than a divine coming into your dream and telling you point blank period, and you hear it as a voice that this is what's going to happen. So I'm gonna step back and let you and let divine what they true. You will meet somebody. You're not going crazy. It's true. So that's what I got.
Well, it looks like we have another troll come in. And Tiffany Jane, if you're going to troll us, at least spell things properly or use a proper tense. It's like the reply to Desire Coleman. Desire Coleman sent me friend request for your reading. It's send, my dear, S-E-N-D. If you're going to be trollish, at least be trollish grammatically correct, okay? So, my dear, S-E-N-D. The D part is for dumbass, all right? Lord have mercy. And with that, I'm going to help them see their way out the door and not
Hello, people. That was shade.
yes.
If you're going to troll
Lord
me, at least be grammatically correct and spell check before you troll me. Hello.
Exactly.
Hello.
At least
I
give me
am here for it.
yeah, if you're gonna troll us, at least do it with proper grammar. And Lord have mercy.
Oh
Goodness.
my gosh. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Terry T, your body is going to react different every time. It's not going to always be the same thing. Like every time spirit comes to you, you may, like, sometimes I get a tingle in my ear. Sometimes I may get a heart palpitation. Sometimes I may get a warm feeling. Every time spirit comes to you, they come a different way because you're not getting it. So they're coming to you a different way. Okay. You didn't get it that time. It's a different way. So these are all just confirmations. You seem to be pushing whatever it is that they're bringing to you further out because you doubt it so much. Like they're telling you it is, and you seem to be pushing it further away because you don't believe it. And if you don't believe it, why would I give it to you? If I'm telling you point blank period in a dream, speaking to you to the point that you can hear, most people can't even remember their dream, and you heard the words exact and you're not believing it, then you're not ready for it. Like, you know, you're not ready for what I'm trying to give you. And so I'm going to hold you off a little bit until you can be like, it's possible. I believe it. And I had to start believing that it was possible instead of always being like, and it got to the point where my guides would tie my tongue up. Like they would tell me something and I'd be like, and then I couldn't form my thought. I couldn't say whatever I want to say. And so sometimes your guides have to, keep you or your spirit team has to subdue you. So maybe that sweating is so you wouldn't doubt it. Like there are different techniques that your guys use to make sure you get the information. I remember this pastor that I used to listen to, she said sometimes God has to speak to you in your dreams because there's no opposition. As soon as you woke up and remembered your dream, you doubted it. In your dream, you were all for it. But as soon as you woke up, you doubted it. And that's what she said. Sometimes spirit has to go to you in your unconscious state so that you can't doubt it and they can speak it and you can hear it. When you wake up, if you doubt it, that's one thing. But I think that this is truly exactly what it was. Them confirming for you what you've heard over and over and over again. And you'll probably get more confirmations until that person comes. But if you're not ready for it, you're going to pass that person right on by. But that's all I got down.
Terry T, another thing too is, again, sometimes the strength of the message is because, as Angie was just alluding to, sometimes if you don't listen, spirit gets a little more aggressive and a little more aggressive and a little more aggressive until they hit you upside the head with a 2x4 and say, hey, dumbass, pay attention. Because again, they want to be heard. And when you need to hear it, they will tap you on the shoulder. They'll blow in your ear. They'll give you a little whisper and then a loud voice. And then it's like smack. And you're like, what the hell? Why'd you do that? Because you weren't listening. It's like the guy's in a flooded situation and a tree comes by. It's floating down and the log, and he passes on. He does like, and then a boat comes along and no, I'm fine. Then a helicopter comes along and then I'm fine. Don't rescue me. God's going to take care of it. Then he drowns and he goes to heaven. And he says, God, why didn't you save me? He said, what more could I have done? I sent you a log. I sent you a boat. Then I sent you a helicopter. And you rejected all three. So again, sometimes if you don't listen, it gets louder and louder until it becomes a very physical thing, and that could be what happened here. That's just an idea, just an idea.
He said it was too intense. I mean, well, what would have not been too intense? Just you not having the sweats, but it made it memorable for you this time. Like I think the last time it was something that caught you off guard too. Was it that he couldn't move or something in the when he got the voice? Because I think you've heard people speak to you before in your dreams, and it's just them escalating it because you don't believe. I hear a lot of doubt in you, but I did hear you say you'll ask if he has a brother. So I hope he is real. So he does have a nice looking brother.
Exactly.
Or
And
uncle.
Angie,
I'm at the age where I can go either direction.
Angie, Linda says, Angie, there's something different about you tonight, and it's not the as absence of the glasses. It seems like a burden has been lifted. You seem at peace.
Poker face? I don't know. It might be that I put this back up too, because I haven't had it up, so it makes me look a little bit different too. So it might be that I put the tapestry back up. I mean, or it could be that I'm just like, hey, Hi Monet, how are you? Just post your question. If the list, Kina hasn't said that the list is full, so I don't think it is. Just post your question, and then we'll go ahead and put you on there. And I know how many are in front. It could take a while before we get to you. I seem lighter. That's just my I need a tan because the summer ain't made it here. That's all of the cold air is taking away my tan. I just don't love it because I can't go outside in the sunshine and I can't get my tan back. So
Next is who is next? Who would we say is next?
someone asked me about shadow work. I don't recognize my shadow work. I just let it fall off. I don't go looking for it. It's in the shadows for a reason. It doesn't want to be seen. Is this who's next, Kina? Oh, okay. Well, what happened to the other person? What happened to the other person? Yeah. Because y'all haven't gotten that fixed yet with the one person that Kina blocked. Is that the person that's supposed to be next?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So, all right, Miss Quinn. Let me see. Can you put her question back up, Kina? All right, so I can see what it is. Okay, shadow work. I mean, you'll recognize it differently every time. It's not going to be happen because it's not going to always be the same because it could be emotional, it could be spiritual, it could be physical pains that are released. It could be all kinds of stuff that different ways, and so each one isn't going to be recognized the same. You could be dealing with some spiritual issues or some spiritual revelations that you need to, and you could get that through a positive message or through a positive experience, and then you could be going through some emotional stuff and it could come out in another way. So I don't think all of mine happen the same way. I recognize them in my frustration with the situation or in my anger with the situation. I've got to the point where I recognize when I am releasing something or dealing with something that is an irritant to me or that needs to be released. I am, angry or frustrated or very irritated. And so when I get to the extreme of either of the negative side, I know, hey, stop. Something's being released. Acknowledge it and let it be released, and then I'm back on track. So it's going to be different for everybody. For you to recognize what your triggers are and how it's being healed, and it could be more than one time that you have to go through it. So it may not be released every single all at once. And so the best thing I could tell you to do is to when you recognize whatever yours might not even be like mine, so I couldn't even tell you that. I can tell you what I did. Like I said, when I recognize what it is, I release it and then move on. So that's what I got regarding dealing with shadow work. Don, do you have something different?
Sorry, I was looking for the the undoing the block thing.
Oh, you can go ahead.
Who are we reading? What we do? And what's the question again?
When she asked about shadow work, Kina, can you put her
Shadow
back
work.
up?
Okay. I don't. I actually. Yeah, I don't even know what shadow work is. I don't even. I don't. I guess I'm always spending time in the light. I'll put it that way. I look at love and light, and I spend time in love and light. So I never even. I don't read on shadow. I don't even I don't even understand, and nor do I even. I don't know. It's just never been part of who I am because I just focus on love and light and let it flow. So I'm useless in that regard. I really am.
Uh-oh, here come Parker Love.
Shut up. I feel like I do a lot of quote unquote shadow work, and when it comes to that, it's me drilling down to the why of the darkness. So you kind of have to go through the darkness to get to the light of what's going on. So a lot of times it's okay, why am I feeling like this? Okay, then why am I feeling like this? So you're just unpacking the darkness that you're feeling around you. That's what I consider shadow work. That's how I usually deal with my shadow work. Is I'm like, okay, I'm sad. Why am I so sad? Like compared to my life, this shouldn't be happening. And so you kind of have to drill down. So shadow work is kind of just getting to the why of your unhappiness. Like, okay, this area of my life isn't working out. Why? And so you have to just drill yourself down until you get like an aha moment, like, that makes sense. Because sometimes it's something that happened in your youth. Sometimes it's something that you like. A couple months ago, I was at an event and we did something, and it brought up something that happened in middle school that I had completely forgot about, but it opened up a door, and I was just like, oh wow, that's why I can't do this because of that. And I had completely forgot about it. It wasn't a horrible experience. It was just something where I guess like in my mind I'm just like, I'm never doing that again. But I feel like it's preventing me from moving forward in my future. So you're just drilling back. That's all. That's how I consider shadow work.
Again, that's what I said. When I get to an extreme of an emotion, like why am I so angry? Like this little old lady crossing the street, and I'm like, hey lady, speed it up. She 100, Angie. Why is you so upset at this lady crossing the street? Where you got to be in such a hurry? I recognize then that there's something that I'm releasing, and I may not even know what it is, but if I've asked the universe to remove all those things that no longer serve me, something is being released, and I just let it go. There's other little things that I've dealt with personally. When I was writing the book, a lot of things were released, and then I found out some things about some things that irritate me in adulthood that stem from childhood. So there's a lot of things that I found out, and then you just kind of deal with. Sometimes you work through it, and sometimes it's still an aversion. You just understand where the source of it is.
Yep, that's basically what it is. Like they say shadow work. So I
But
guess
again, I don't go looking for shadow work. People be like, "Oh, let me work on my time." It's in the shadows for a reason. They don't want to be seen. I'm not coming to look for you.
I did. I
No.
felt like for me, again, it's just coming out of that darkness. And so for me, I was like, something ain't right. And so that's how I feel like I started my shadow work. It's like now I don't look for it. It's just like if I'm having a day, I'm like, okay, well, something here isn't worked out. Or if I get triggered, a trigger will show you where you still need to do some work. Like there's still darkness, there's still pain, there's still hurt. Like, why is it still here?
Yeah. So yeah. Again, yeah. That was old me. That was drunk Angie. You can't come talking to sober Angie when drunk Angie did it. No, I just can't do it.
No.
The release is good, and that doesn't necessarily
Oh,
have to be shadow work. That just could be some unnecessary thing. Well, again, I guess that could be shadow work if that's the way you want to do it. I always say your tears are watering the seeds that you planted, so go ahead and let those tears flow. It's just a release of whatever it is. So a tears are like 10s to me. It's the end. It's over. It's done. We're moving through it. We're past it. Let's go. So that's how I deal with shadow work.
yeah.
Sometimes, and sometimes I eat ice cream,
I
and
ate
sometimes
by.
I drink whatever I have to do. So every shadow demands a different pursuit. There it is. But if you feel better afterwards, that is a good thing. I did get the King of Pentacles when I was reading you, and for me, that's again someone who's focusing on business. So I figure like you've compartmentalized your life, your health, your family, your career, and your love, and the compartment or the category that you're working on now is family, and career. You want to move forward with those things because those are important to you right now as you heal from the things that in like your emotional side or your relationship side that have obstructed you or hurt you. And so your focus now is very much so on moving forward financially and business wise and career wise. And you seem to be in a very logical spot, like making good decisions when it comes to your career. So keep moving forward with that.
So who is next?
There you go, Miss Queen.
Who is next?
I feel like because when I read your comment about love, I saw a crack in the windshield and I was like, oh wait, she's in the vehicle, she's in the driver's seat, there's a crack in the windshield. And then I got the Queen of Swords. Do you sting a little bit with your words? I get that you kind of might be a little sharp tongued. Some people call it sharp witted, but it might be a little bit too sharp. And is that what causes you to have a little rift in your relationships? I get that you're very sharp witted and that because that and it didn't seem like it was just a rock. It seemed like someone threw something and cracked your windshield, and that's what breaks the relationship. And so that's how I get it. You're a little bit sharp, but I'm not getting like in a horrible way. You're just matter of fact about what you say, and you're like, I mean, to hell with it. Either you can deal with it or you can't. It does seem to be a little bit of a defense thing, like you're standing your ground. And it is a little bit of a block that is keeping you from truly being able to be totally you in a relationship because you're so strong and in protection mode. Like you're really in a fighting stance. I literally see you as the Seven of Wands, just standing there with your spear or your wand, and you're in a fighting mode. So you're ready to pounce on anybody who looks like they might not even kind of sort of be right. Like, did he tie his shoe like my ex? I don't want him. Like you're very much in a defensive posture of your heart, and I get it. When you've been hurt, that's what you do. But yours is very, very strong. It doesn't repel people, but it does make people in and out very quickly, because it's a little bit abrasive. And so you just either tone it down or find someone who's okay with that. That type of wit. So that's what I got.
What's love coming towards me? What's love got to do with it? What's love got to do with it? I'm gonna go with whatever Angie said. So we'll go with that. We'll be safe with that one. Who is next? Oh, Cassandra. Hey, Cassandra. Nice to see you. Nice to see you in.
I mean, you don't have to ask a question if you don't have a question. I'm just gonna do one card, and I got the the Two of Pentacles, and that's a decision that needs to make. You need to balance out your resources. You need to and I'm getting time management, like you're committing to more things than you have time to do. And so I'm getting that you need to balance out your resources. I don't see anything either way that is like too far off the grid on finances or anything like that. And so I'm just getting, you need to balance your resources, your time management, and being overcommitted to things that you may not always want to do. So that's what I got.
Cassandra, for you, I'm getting this sense of, I'm just getting a sense that the kind of the message to give to you is that is pay attention to detail right now. There's I don't know if you're a detail oriented person or not, but this is the time to pay attention to detail. There's some contracts coming your way, or there's something specific that, again, really needs your detail. You may wind up authorizing or approving something without looking at the fine print and realizing you made a mistake, and then spend time trying to undo that mistake, or to find a way for people to excuse you from the mistake. So what I'm saying, the message I'm getting sent to right now for you to understand is that this is not a time to be to not pay attention, to just let things kind of, just do something quick. Don't quick scan. Again, pay attention to detail. No matter what you're doing right now, pay attention to detail, because I'm getting, again, this call that you're drawn to keep yourself from making a mistake if you pay attention to detail. Okay, so if you're looking at contracts, or again, you're looking at some work related, something that you're creating or that you have to put forward, or putting on a presentation, whatever it is, again, detail. Know what it is you're talking about. Make sure you're prepared to answer questions about it. Pay attention to detail. That is the key for you right now. Okay, that's what I'm getting.
The person A who said, "How can I get my ex back?" I have no idea. I repel everything that's an ex. You are an ex for a reason, so I don't want you back, and so I have no techniques for getting them back. But good luck with that. It is a retrograde, so I will really seriously think about that. Wait until the post shadow period is over before I would pursue a ex. It could just be that energy of the retrograde and you reminiscing about something, but they're an ex for a reason. So remember the reason why they're an ex. But I'm sorry, I don't have any kind of advice for you on how to get an ex back. I repel exes. So if I told you anything, it would be how to repel them. So who's next, Kina? Oh, general reading. Is it Devin? Oh, okay, that's a nice one. Pretty straightforward, Devin. Okay.
Devin.
I meet. Go ahead.
Devin, the thing that come to me just right out of the thing is you're so rigid. You got to believe. You got to take the leap. You got to believe. I feel this like energy of you in like a straitcoat, and you're so confined. You are so rigid with your beliefs and your structures, and you're so afraid to think outside the box. I get the feeling like you're afraid to take one step beyond where maybe that you should be, or one step where again, it's like, oh my God, I've got to, everybody's watching and I've got to whatever. Screw that. You let loose. Jesus Christ, let loose. Take the stick out of your ass and just enjoy life a little bit, because I'm telling you what, this is just a confinement that I feel is terrible. So Devin, let loose, enjoy life a little bit, take a risk, and be somebody else, since you can't seem to be yourself, and find yourself. Okay, that's what I'm getting. I'm feeling like, man, this is your time. This is the time to just let loose. Stop putting yourself in a straitjacket.
Don, it's so funny that you said that, because immediately what I saw was open the door. Like there's a door there, a door of opportunity right there for you in there. And I heard open the door. And it's like you don't want to open the door, because for you think if you open the door, you're just going to fall right off the edge of the earth and there's going to be nothing there. Like if you can't actually determine what every single step of the process is going to be, or what the next thing is going to be, you're not going to go through with it. And I literally see a door suspended in the atmosphere, and they're saying open the door. If you go through the door, it'll take you to a whole new world, but it'll be the world that you created. And so the only thing that's limiting you is you at this point. I literally see open the door. And so once you open the door and walk through the door, you'll be fine. But at this point, you won't even walk up to the door to open the door. So.
Nope. I think we're right on target there, because I feel the same.
Yeah. So that's all I got. But yeah, I got it. When you said that restricting, I was like, yeah, that's why they're saying open the door. You won't even open the door. And it's not like it's locked or anything. It's literally cracked, and you basically just have to push the door open. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Rosemary. No donations. The list is full. We've been on for about an hour, so I don't know how many people we have ahead, but the list is closed for tonight. Don will be back on in the morning with Shauna at 8 a.m. Arizona Mountain Standard Time, and so for tonight, you kind of missed the list, and just missed it because I think Kina maybe closed it 10 or 15 minutes ago, and so It's not donations based, it's free. And we just closed the list.
So who is next in line?
Hi, T. Marie.
Mm,
Hi, Darlene Clark. Made me think of the Clark
living in
sisters.
Texas.
Hi, Angels Will Fly. I don't know if I say hi. But Rosemary, welcome in. I don't think I've ever seen your name before, and you're on Don's page. So who was that? Wait, who was that? Oh no, Keena, who's next? We already did that. Diana. Oh, Lord.
Okay.
That is a very long paragraph. Let me go back and pull it apart.
Well, I have to move to New Jersey, and when is it that? Okay, here we go. Well, I have to move to New Jersey, and when is that where I'm gonna go? You can use periods. Believe it or not, Diana, periods are free. I mean, that sentence is like, oh Lord. I didn't mean shade, but I'm sorry.
Don, I read it 3 times. I'm still like, what?
I know a comma or a period would really help because it's like, where does it? Syntax is important. Well, I move. I think it's a will. I think that maybe it's will. Should be will I move to New Jersey? I think that's so. I think it's will I move to New Jersey, and when is that? I think that's where maybe a period should be, and then where I'm going to go. Period. You're my family. Please get a place in the pastor. Help me, or this. So the social worker he has known. Will they be able to help me with anything, please? Anything you can see. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm sorry. I want to
When
know.
I find this pendulum, I'm gonna ask, will you move to New Jersey? Because that's the best
Yeah.
I can get out that sentence.
She says, I'm sorry. I want to know I have. I'm gonna be moving because I have to my husband, and this thing is moving too fast. I'm sorry. My husband passed away 6 weeks ago. Will I be moving to New Jersey? Is everything be okay? Oh Lord.
Is Diana going to move to New Jersey?
Diana.
I gotta know on New Jersey. I get a lot of woe is me, like who's gonna, and I don't know if you're a lady of a particular age, like a little bit older, and it's kind of like who's gonna help me, who's gonna get me out of this situation. I don't get that you're gonna move to New Jersey. That's just what the pendulum gave me. I don't get any I assume what you're saying is that you need to move to New Jersey, and is the pastor or the social worker or anybody going to be able to help you with that pursuit? And Spirit wanted me to ask, what have you done in order to help yourself? Like, have you done everything that you could do? Like, there's only so much they could do. I remember being a social worker and working in housing, and a lot of times I worked harder than my client. I had to get your first month's rent, your deposit, get your utilities on, get you furniture, and do all this stuff. And all you kind of did was, not necessarily you, but all that person had to do was just kind of sit back and let me. And then, and so I've been in situations where I've had to work harder than the client. And so what Spirit, and literally, I don't know you personally, so I don't know how much effort you've put into this, but this is what Spirit asked me. And so I'm asking you, are you actively working on trying to get yourself out of that situation? Or are you just hoping that they will be able to get you moved into where you are? Or is there some reason why you can't do a lot of the legwork on your own? But I did get a no on New Jersey. And that was the question that I got from Spirit. So that's what I got done. And then she had another question about Manchester or New Hampshire.
Diana, don't.
You said money is limited. Limited in that you're on a fixed income? Is it that you cannot work or you're choosing not to work? And don't tell me that you're disabled, because I've worked with a lot of disabled people. So is it that you're choosing not to work, or that you like physically or whatever it is you cannot work? Because just being like I'm on disability doesn't mean that you can't work. Again, I worked with a lot of people who were disabled. So if money is limited, then you're either going to have to increase your amount of money that you make, or you're going to have to settle for a place that is more affordable in your time bracket. And so I think you're asking, is there going to be more money? But with the housing going up, you're just going to have to either get an increase or try to find some place that is within your means. And it doesn't seem like that is something that is making you happy. So, oh, you're not disabled. So then why is money, you have to be out in a few months. Do you know how much money you can make in a few months? Like you can make a considerable amount of money in a few months. I'm a little, okay. The woe is me that I got at the beginning is exactly what I'm feeling, is like, yeah, in a few months you can make a considerable amount of money. So I'm not understanding. If you know that you need more money, or you know how much money you need, then you need to work for that money or find some way to increase your amount. Again, 3 to 4 jobs here. And so I have no sympathy regarding I can't find another job, because again, I have more than I care to have. So that's all I got for you, Miss Diane. I wish you the best. I hope that you find the employment that exceeds the amount that you need for your housing. But I'm not getting that you're going to New Jersey, and that you are going to have to increase your income. Okay. That is something unfortunate. There are support groups for grieving individuals that may be able to help you and help you through that loneliness and sadness.
And if you're over 55, there's some amazing 55 and older communities who can give you that feeling of home and family, and do it within a reasonable price. If you do some search, you go looking and searching, you may find what you're looking for. We're not social workers here. We're not equipped to help people connect people to the government opportunities, to private opportunities, those kind of things. The only thing that we do is when you ask the question, we answer the question. Other than that, we don't have that ability to do much else. So what you should be doing is dedicating your time and your energy in finding the answers you need, instead of, and I appreciate you came here, but at the same time, take that same energy and look toward, look toward.
Again, I don't know if you mean 5 to 6,000 or 5 to 600. I'm assuming you mean 5 to 6,000, because if you know a place is 5 to 600, I don't know. Wow. Yeah. So you may have to move. You may actually have to decide to relocate to a place that is more affordable, or a side of town that is important. Like, you have two options. You have this amount of money coming in. So you either increase the amount of money that is coming in, or you find a place that's affordable for the amount of money you have. That's just logic, and 1 + 1 = 2. Like, there's no magical formula for that. I can't see anything beyond that, but you having to increase your income.
And Diana, are you over at 55 or older? Because you're talking about his son, he must be an adult by now, because you're expecting him to help you. Are you looking at again? Are you looking at? Are you 55 or older? Plain and simple, just that.
You said, will it work out? I mean, again, the question that I got was, what efforts are you putting in there to get it? Like, spirit isn't showing me either way. Maybe this is a personal journey or lesson that you're on, but spirit isn't showing me anything. Like, the question that I asked are, what are your efforts? That's what spirit asked me. So I don't have any other answer. But the one question you asked was, were you going to move to Jersey? And I got a no on that.
Diana, you answered the question. Yes, I am over 55. Okay. Again, I'm going to come back to you on this one. You said you looked at 100 places, 1,000,000 places, 500 places, 600. I can tell you this, on the East Coast, and I know this from personal experience, on the East Coast, there are a number of 55 and older communities. They're sponsored by some religious organizations, but they're not religious based, and they're government subsidized. And if you go out looking for them, you'd be surprised. And I can tell you that you can get into those communities for very, very reasonable prices. And believe me, from personal experience, I know this. Those places are amazing. They look like that you would not know that they're government subsidized 55 and older places because they look brand new and they're wonderful. So again, do your homework. It sounds like, again, you're looking to other people to help you do your homework. Do your own homework. Get out there and look for it. When I needed to help my mom move, we did the same thing, and we are good. A 48-year wait, 46-8-year wait. Yeah, I mean, we keep giving you some ideas, and it seems like every idea we give you, it's like the most important. We can't help you. I mean, again, that's the thing. We can give you advice, and that is do the work. Do the work. That's my advice to you.
I think she's thinking that, we'll be able to go to spirit and they'll be like, oh, go to this agency and this person is helper. That's just not what I'm seeing, or that's not the information that I'm being provided. I'm sorry if that's what you're looking for, but that I'm not being presented that information, and I can only tell you what I can see. And in this case, I'm not seeing any additional, any place like that you're seeking. And so, I gave you the question that spirit gave to me, and I answered the question as you answered. And so I don't know what other resources it is. Someone did say go to 211. If your caseworker should be able to help you. And then otherwise you may have to move out of the area. Did she say she was over 55? It's kind of cold in New Jersey. Maybe you need to move to a place where it's a little bit warmer, or where the cost of living is a little bit less. And I understand wanting to be someplace, but if you can't afford it, then you can't be there. Like, I had to wait till I could afford to be where I'm at, even though I wanted to be there a long time ago. So you have to wait until you can afford it, or move to someplace that is affordable.
My mom moved.
That's personal.
My mom moved from West Virginia to Pennsylvania, and she found something within a month in a 55 and older community at an amazingly reasonable price where everything was covered. So I will not buy the fact that you can't get it done. I will buy the fact that it took me work. I wasn't able to get on one day and say, I'm going to do this, and boom, it done. It took me work and took me effort, and I was glad it's happened. But again, I put the work in. I'm suggesting the same to you. If you put the work in, and if you're looking to move to Jersey already, look to Pennsylvania, look to Maryland.
Again, and telling me that you're going to be homeless, I'm sorry to hear that, but you said you had a son, so your son not gonna let you stay with him. That gives me a lot of indication right there. All right, Miss Darlene, Miss Diana, I wish you the best, and I hope that everything works out for you. I hope that your pastor, if the pastor can't help you with his prayers, then I don't know what else to say. He is the pastor.
We wish you well. We wish you well. So, but do the work. Go out there and start looking, and you will be surprised. That's what I'm saying. If you show the universe you're willing to put work out there, the universe is going to grant you work in return. So be careful. Again, be careful with what you.
It's the 111 portal. Put your wishes and desires out there. What do you
of
want?
all days, this is the day, right?
Put out there what you want. I want, or again, this is you. Are you praying person? Pray. This is how much money I have. Show me where to go that is within this budget, or with this amount of resources I have, and then allow your higher power to send you to that place. Maybe this is something that of a personal journey that your spirit team wants to talk to you, or your higher power wants to speak directly to you, because I honestly am not getting any information, and I'm not being funny or anything. I'm just literally not getting any insight more than anything that I've told you. So again, this is how much money I have, God, higher power, or however you refer to your higher power. Help me to find a place, send me in the right direction for where I can find a place that is affordable. All right,
Amen.
Miss Tina Marie, you're next. And I have been shuffling trying to get some cards for you, but let me try to get rid of some of this energy. Ooh, praise him, Jesus. I need a shot. I need some Tito's or something, Don. Jesus, Lord. Okay, back. The drama? Could it be me? Exactly.
There's your
Lord.
Tito's, Angie. There's your Tito's, Angie. And while I'm saying it, folks, don't forget to follow if you're on YouTube. And for those of you who are on YouTube, and I must admit, Angie, with that last one,
That's exactly how it felt. Jesus.
I was getting there. It's like, Lord have mercy. Do we have any birthdays today or this week? Is anybody here who has a birthday today or this week?
Like I'm in the Twilight Zone.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus. Exactly, Pisces 22, March right on off of this page, please, and take a nap. I can't take no more.
Oh, who's the baby crying
This is
for?
crazy. Team Marie, I've been trying to get these cards off for the longest, but I did get an image while I was trying for your cards. I got you a candy apple red or a very pretty vibrant red drop top, like a one of those old big cars, and I don't know what would it be. It's just a big giant old car. It's red. It has white leather interior, and the roof is it's top. The top is down, and you're in it, and they have you in it driving, just cruising along. Does that car represent someone in your life? Does that represent your father or someone? Her birthday's tomorrow. T. Marie's birthday's tomorrow. Does that represent someone?
Psychic.
I'm saying, is that what she said? I was not paying attention.
Oh Lord.
Somebody said Don has to sing to me next Wednesday. Oh, we'll see. Miss T. Marie, does that red car? I'm praying for a car. Okay, I definitely see you driving this car. That's what they're telling me. They said you're cruising along and you're making all the right decisions. I hear your car coming. I hear something about 1.5%. So is there something about the percentage? Have you tried to get a car and the rate was too high? So either this will be 1.5 percentage points lower or whatever it is, but I see a 1.5%, and I see you driving this car and you're cruising along, you're happy. It seems to be your dream car because this is a luxury vehicle. Like it's a big one of those big old classic cars, and like I said, it's red and the interior is all white and the top is down, and you're just cruising along with your sunglasses and you're happy. Like this is an accomplishment. So definitely that's a yes on the car for me. So Don, that's all I got for Miss T. Marie.
Well, good night, Cindy. Thanks for popping in. And for T. Marie, this is for your birthday.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
I love it. I was dancing in the background. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. I love it, Don. It is so cute.
So, T. Marie, it's interesting. The one message that came to me, and I hope you don't take it too insultingly. I was getting this message of stop looking in the mirror. Are you spending a lot of time like looking at yourself, or there's just something like it, I'm being told to tell you to stop looking in the mirror. Stop looking in the mirror so much.
The person who looks in the mirror a lot.
I don't know, and I
I
don't know if
feel
it's
you
like it's
too.
looking to maybe have a deeper conversation with yourself or what, or whether it's just you're worried too much about what this is, and again the physical versus whatever. All I'm saying is they're telling me to stop looking in the mirror. You know, again, look deep inside, and so forth. That's kind of because you gained weight.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
yeah. So focus on the inside. Focus on what is helping, what is bringing that on, and then internally work on that, because looking on the outside is not going to fix it. If anything, it could make you feel worse about the situation. So again, um,
Listen, today I posted in our group because we have a group chat. Me and the ladies, I posted, look, mini walk, like go out and get, like sometimes like there's little things you can do, like take a little walk versus a long walk. Sometimes I can't do 3 full miles, but one lap around my complex is 3/4 of a mile. So it's like taking 3 laps around the track. So if I do that twice, then I've done like a mile and a half. And so just you know, bring up into smaller things and being able to, cut back on sugars or sodas or whatever. It's just small things. And when we think of it as one big thing, then that's what the problem is. But Don, when you said mirror, I kept saying, quit looking at the past. You're looking at what you used to look like and not enjoying who you are. And so they're saying, love yourself at every level. And if there's something about you that you don't like, then work on it. You don't like what size you are, then get out and move and do things, to do that. And I understand with having a child, but taking a child to the park, do you know how much a child runs in the park and you have to chase them? If that don't make you lose weight, I don't know what will. But
exactly.
again, I do see you with the car. So that was the very first image that they showed me before I could pull anything. And so you said, I hope I get it. I saw you driving the car. So to me, that's a hell yes on the car. So I definitely see. And then I saw 5 to 6, and I don't know if that's 5 to 6 weeks or 5 to 6 days, or the 5th or the 6th of the month. But I definitely saw 5 to 6. So that could be 5 to 6 weeks, which is what it feels like more to me, and 5 to 6 weeks, or it could be the 5th or the 6th of the month. But now that I'm saying it, all the options out, 5 to 6 weeks sounds good. And I definitely see you in your car, and it seems to be your dream car. And I also see maybe an increase in income, like maybe you'll either get another job or a better job than what you have in order to be able to afford the car that you want. So that's what I got for you, Miss T. Marie.
I need to respond one more to Diana, and then this will be the last for Diana. Diana, first and foremost, the baby wasn't crying. The baby is like, because again, you're asking questions, we're giving you information, we're giving you advice, and you didn't want to hear it. That's on you. Then you come back and you talk about, help me, and Ryan's daughter, mother to son, dies. You get told to get out there and do work. Rudely I've been. If you believe we're rude, then you miss something. You're missing the point again because you're not paying attention. One more time. When we say do the work, if you need to get a place, you get out there and you do it. If you need to find something else, you get out there and do it. If your income does not match your outgoing, you need to get out there. The point is, we're giving you advice that other people should be giving you. Maybe you don't want to hear it. That's a different story. But we've given you advice. When it comes to asking for answers from psychics to fix your problems that you spent years creating, that's something that is not within our purview. All we're doing is we're telling you what we see when it comes to your question, and then we gave you advice on what we have experienced and I have lived myself. And again, if you put the work in, you tend to be able to find the way to get yourself out of a problem that you put yourself into. Society didn't put you there. Nobody else put you there. Your box was created by you, and it may not be a comfortable box. And if you want to get out of your box, you got to break down the walls. That simple. And on that one, if you think I'm rude, then that's on you. But I'm not being rude. I'm being blunt. I'm being direct.
Sandra, I mean not Sandra. What's her name? What's the lady name? Diane. I really think you need to go to a grief group. A lot of what you're saying needs to just be ranting that you need someone to talk to, and again, also with the housing. But I also think that you really need someone to help you through your grief, and so maybe if you were able to get through your grief, you could also work through your situations with your housing. But I would definitely go to a grief group. And it was my understanding that the rent prices were starting to get lower because heck, nobody could afford them. So it was, and I know for a fact that they are, because when I looked in early 2022, they were like $300 to $400, maybe even almost $500 to $600 more than they are now. So the prices are decreasing. It just takes you to keep looking. And believe me, I understand your pain because I just had to do that for a year, look for housing. And so I do understand your pain. But again, I would definitely try to find a grief group to go to help you work through your grief and the loss of your husband, but also just keep looking. It is a tough battle, and if your pastor and your casework, your social worker, and you can't get it done, then I'm not exactly sure what else to tell you. I mean, because a pastor is about close you can get to the Holy Spirit, and
Exactly. And
all right, Sandra, let's see what we got for you, Miss Lady. I had to break out a new set of cards, like just woo.
Thank you, Kelly. Appreciate that.
Thank you. Oh, Sandra is here. All right, Miss Sandra. Let's see what we got. I went to the Moonology deck to see what I have. Don, if you have anything, you can go ahead because it's taking me a minute to regroup and to recenter and to stop that little screaming child inside my head. It don't take a lot to kill to just put the fire out. Just kill the vibration, Jesus. Okay, praise him. Okay. Brandon, bring me some tequila or something.
Am I not enough, Angie? Am I not enough? You need more than this? This here? I mean, you need more than this?
Oh my God. I finally got woo! Heavy. It's like, you know how on what is it? Frozen, the little snowman had his own little rain cloud that he carried around. Praise him. That's just everywhere you go, it just started raining. Just praise the Lord. Okay. Okay, for Miss Sandra, I got step out of your country out of your comfort zone, and it's the north node. And I just learned recently the north node is moving forward and the south node is kind of looking back on your past. And so this is a step out of your comfort zone, move forward. This is again north node, and it's from the Moonology deck, and it's just saying look forward, move forward, step out of what you're used to. It like I feel like you kind of want to shake things up. Like I kind of get this kind of feeling where you're kind of shaking off the chains and the blues and all the things that have not been going right, and you want things to be different. But they're saying, and if you want something to be different, you're going to have to do different stuff. Like if you want to meet new people, you got to get out. If you want to have celebrations and fun and laughter, then you got to be around those people and get out and do those things. So I feel like you want something new, but you're not just about sure how to do it. And they're saying you don't have to do it all at once. You could do a little bit at a time. Get out and meet people, agree to go and have lunch with a different people, go out by yourself, go out and do things in nature. But I'm feeling like you need a whole rejuvenation. And that could be a vacation, but it could be as simple as going outside and soaking up the sun. When it's wintertime, we sometimes get into that hermit mode and get into that inside mode, and we don't want to go out. And so we're isolated, then we're lonely, and then we're missing people. And so I'm saying what I'm hearing is get out and go and still enjoy life. But again, do things that are outside of your comfort zone. So that's what I got for you, Miss Sandra.
Sandra, do you have a baby girl? Do you have a young female, young girl, a daughter? In other words, I should have been specific. Do you have a daughter? Another ex coming back. Oh my gosh. Really?
It's Mercury retrograde. Walk away from the phone and the text messages. Give it another 2 weeks. And then if you still feel the same, reconsider it. But no, don't do it. Just don't do it. Look at my face. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just it's retrograde. That's all those feelings. Don't do it. And Crystal, no, I do not want any snow. She made reference to Olaf when I was talking about the little snow thing. She said, "That's I knew you wanted my snow." I do not. You know, I do not like the cold. I do not. It's reminiscing hours again. Angels will fly. Exactly. This is that time where everybody, it's cold. Do what they say, cuffing season, and then you're reminiscing and this and that. Don't do it. Just don't do it.
So, oh yes, about the daughter. The daughter, Sandra. So, yeah, the daughter energy was there, and I was like, I was getting something about the
Did
daughter.
she answer you? Oh yes, she do. Okay.
Yeah. And so,
Thank you, Lewis. Lord.
do you it's like I don't know. There's something again. I'm getting the daughter energy. She's there. She's she's. It's like she's wanting to play a game. Is there a game that you guys used to play, or is there a game you play or something and haven't played it in a while? Because I'm feeling like she needs play. She needs time with mom. She needs a little more time. And I don't know if you're going through something emotionally and therefore you're not quite as present in the moment, and she feels it. But again, I'm feeling like she needs mom's attention. She needs mom's undivided attention, but she needs mom's mom's attention, because apparently, again, I feel like there's a that you're not quite yourself these days, or there's a distance between the two of you that was there, but that is there now, but it wasn't. And she senses that, she feels that. So is there a game that you guys have played in the past or something that you guys connected with? Try to do that. Try to get back to that, because again, I'm feeling that distance between the two of you, and that can be overcome in a short period of time. And just with one or two interactions is the thing what I'm saying. Okay, so keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Oh Lord, have mercy.
And then I got surrendered to the divine. Like again, that goes along with what Don was saying. Because while you were talking about her going through something, I heard surrender to the divine. You can't do it on your own in your own 3D regular human energy. You need sometimes some divine intervention, and that's what your higher power is for you to call upon and ask them to help you. And so they'll intervene when you surrender and allow them to help you. But again, sometimes that's allowing them to do it and not allowing you to do it your way. And I'm very much a person who wants to do it my way, and sometimes they have to put me in a straitjacket and say, no, you're going this way. And so this is a time when they're asking you to surrender and to come out of your comfort zone. Like that's two cards that are about you letting go of some of your, some of your rigid or some of your control, and allowing divine or someone else to come in and help you. And so once you allow that to happen, or even ask them to come in, even if you don't know, just, look, I need help. It's as simple as that. Sometimes I say, look, I don't know what to do. I don't know what you're trying to tell me. I don't know what you want me to do. I need help. And then allow them to help you and ask them to make it plain, make it clear. Sometimes I'll be like, look, I don't understand what bubbles and lights and sabers mean. Just say it to me plain in English. 1 + 1 = 2. All right. That's what I know what it means. And so sometimes you just have to ask your people to speak clearly to you. So that's what I got for you, Miss Sandra.
Let me give one. I'm doing it again. Let me give one thing just in general. Just in general. Somebody said, Don, give the affirmation. Yes, Sandra, this will be good for Diana. Diana, if you're open to helping yourself, start with the affirmation. Start sending the energy out there. I believe in infinite abundance. My wants and needs are always met. If you tell the universe this, the universe will return this in kind, because you're sending the positive energy out. And when you send it out, it attracts, okay? But secondly, with directly on point, is that if you came in here looking for us to tell you good news when we didn't see good news, then you came to the wrong place. We are not. You need to go find somebody who is like these happy, help raise your consciousness or whatever. I don't know, but anybody that comes in here, this is to everybody. If you come in here and you take the opportunity to ask a question, buckle up, Buttercup, for the answer, because it's not always going to be positive, and if you
I love that. Buckle up, Buttercup.
Exactly, because it's not always, the sun does not always shine. I hate to ask the people in California, Lord, they thought the sun always shined. Guess what? It's not shining now. And there's a reason for that. So again, if you come in here and you ask a question, ask the question knowing that answer could be anything. Buckle up and be prepared for it. And if you don't like what you hear, well, then you shouldn't come and ask the question. That's all I can say. Because again, Angie and I and Shauna and Susan and Alicia and the group of people that we work with, we're not blowing smoke up your ass. Excuse my French. We're not blowing smoke up your ass. If you want the answers a certain way, this isn't the place for that. We don't do that. We tell you what we get information wise. We tell you what spirit says. We say what the cards say. And if that's not in alignment with what you wanted to hear, then maybe you shouldn't have asked the question. So that's all I'm asking. I'm saying when you come in,
how are you going to feel if I tell you, oh yeah, I see you moving to Jersey, I see you getting a place, I see you getting everything, and then it don't happen? You gonna come back and tell me I was a lie? At least I told you the truth, and you can prepare and regroup. This is what it is at this time, at this spot. When we look into your energy, this is what we see. Your energy is very heavy. It's extremely heavy, and it keeps bringing the energy in the chat down. And in between us down. And so we keep playing these funny things because we're trying to raise the vibration, but your energy is very heavy. We've given you several options. You don't like the options. What you want to hear is, oh, they started a GoFundMe and now I can pay for it. Or, oh, they told me exactly what place to go to. And it just doesn't work like that. If the answers that we're giving you don't work for you, then I'm sorry. Then, I mean, maybe we're, again, not the place for you to go, but we're going to give you options. We're not going to give you just a fluffy bunny to hold on to. We're going to give you honesty, and we're going to give you options. And so we've given you both, and I do wish you the best. I just don't know what else to say for you. But back to Sandra, because this lady gonna hijack every reading here. Sandra, I hope you're still in there. And I had two things to say. One, I saw the Nine of Cups. So whatever got Nine of Cups, and that's good. That's kind of that wish fulfillment. I like the way they do it here. It's a lady. It's that wish fulfillment, and that's getting what you want. So this job is going to be the money that you need. And so you said it's taken away from your time for her. But what I heard was make whatever time you have meaningful with her. Like, you know, it doesn't have to be a large amount of time. It could just be an hour or 45 minutes or whatever it is. My son is older and he doesn't want to do a lot of those mom-daughter things. So I have to take the time where I can get it. I let him drive. Like, you know, if I have to run errands, oh, hey, Brandon, come, you drive me around. And so that's us spending time together. He's getting his practice in driving and I'm getting my errands done. We may have lunch together. So I fit it in where we can get in. That's 2 hours out of the weekend that we spent together doing something that he enjoys, which is the driving, and something that I had to do, which was do the errands. And then we have lunch together. And so just make whatever time you have meaningful with her is what I think Don was getting to. Like, whatever that game is, do it. I also see you like baking muffins or cookies or something with her. Like, she seems to be like a little ray of sunshine. They showed me her as a sunflower, just finding the sunshine in the room or finding the light and the love wherever she are. Like, her face seems to radiate. She seems to be a beautiful little girl. But again, just make your time with her meaningful. And I do feel like, you know, you're about to have a lot of success and your wish is going to be fulfilled. Again, today is the 111 portal, is January 11th. So go ahead, put your intentions out there, put your wishes out there, tell the universe what you want. It's an open portal for you to get what you want or to release what you don't need and utilize that. It's usually extra energy on those portal days. Plus, we just have the full moon. Y'all got so much energy flowing through there. It's basically just grab it and let it work for you. So that's what I feel for you, Miss Sandra.
Quality over quantity. Quality over quantity.
Exactly.
Make the most of the minutes, and the hours will pass freely. So
it's both. There's a lot of portals. Like anytime it has to do with angel numbers, angels will fly. Like there's a 222, like a 222 portal or 22 portal. Like there's always different ones. So it's 111 as in today, and then there's also 1111 in November. If you go on YouTube, there's lots of people talking about the 111 portal, the 1111 portal. There's the 8/8 portal in August. So there's all different kinds of them. And depending on your level of belief, you can harness that energy or you can bypass it. But there's lots of portals and dates and things like that that we may not be signify, but a lot of other people identify with. And this is just one that I am aware of. And that Lewis said it. He put it in our chat and he put it in this chat. Today at 11:11, why don't we all say Don's affirmation that's on there and see if we can let that power build and just burst through the universe, and we can all get what we want. Maybe we'll all get a piece of that $1.35 billion in that mega million that's coming through. So
heck yeah.
definitely The spirit told me to do something today that was very unconventional that I haven't done. I did what they said, and like literally I fought with them, and they said sometimes it's just in being obedient, Angie. Do what we said. So I did it. It was unconventional. I did exactly what they said, the way they said do it, exactly at the time they say did it. Even with my me mug, I did exactly what they told me to do. And so it could be the power of the 111 portal, but again, harness the energy in whatever way. Everything is within your beliefs. Like we said, it's all about how you think it in here. If you want to see it out here,
Absolutely.
or you want to see it here, all of these started in the mind of somebody. So if you want to see yourself with it, then you'll have it.
Exactly. And always remember the 111 signifies beginning, new beginnings and a fresh start. So what do you have to lose? Put it out there, you know? I mean, come on.
I mean, at worst, you could just get what you asked for. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even you can just put out there, this is what I want. And then when it happens, you're like, you're a believer. Again, I tell the story about how Don has always talked about affirmations. And I wasn't really like, I would, affirm, do the affirmations, but I wasn't a total believer until it actually happened. And it was like, I'm a believer. So what's the worst you can do is just test it out and see if it works.
Exactly.
And the power of all of us doing it today.
Yep.
You never know what can happen.
And say it like you mean it, and mean it when you say it. When you see this here, again, it's I believe in infinite abundance. My wants and needs are always met. Clear, clean, concise. No. Wait. Not just no, but
Oh no. No.
next is, look at Kina yawning over there. She's gonna make me tired. Next is Rose Flower. Yes.
You didn't miss anything, Keenan.
Yes.
Lord help the child.
Yes.
Lord help the child. All right, then. Well, let's go to the next one. Miss Roseflower, can I get a reading? Didn't I just read? Do it? Miss Roseflower, do you have a specific question? Because I feel like we've been doing a lot of general ones. Is there something that you want us to tell you, or something that you have a specific question about? Because we could just be getting the same information over and over again, and you want something specific. So is there a specific thing that you want us to look up, or you just, again, want a general reading? Because I think the last couple that I saw were a little bit general. So is there anything specific that you want, or you just like to see? Like, are you just collecting our readings to see, like, if we change our answer? I'm just messing with you, Miss Roseflower. Roseflower is a very faithful person who's on there, and I love it. But is there a specific question that you have? Because I'm not really getting anything new, but I'll try to pull some cards. Don, if you have anything, you can go ahead.
All I'm getting is hang in there, fight keep fighting the good fight, and just hang in there and keep fighting the good fight. That's what I'm getting, Rose. That's just yeah.
I did get one card that flew out while we were saying your name, and that was a Tower card. And I heard it's coming to an ending, whether you wanted to or not. Is there something about your job? Are you thinking about moving? Did you just start a new job? Is Roseflower the one who just started a new job? I got and I clearly heard this word when the card comes out. It's coming to an end, whether you want it to or not. So it's a situation that's going to end. And when you get the Tower card, that is the divine coming in. You see those hands on there? That's the divine coming in, tearing it all apart to make an ending. And so I got it's coming to an ending, whether you want to or not. And they're not specific about whether that is career or finance or love. But let me get one more card to see if I can get a little bit more information about what's coming to an end. You didn't start a new job. Okay. I'm hearing relationship because they're showing me a 2 of Cups. So is there a relationship that you're in doubt about and that you're kind of on the fence about whether you should leave or stay? Because I hear it's coming to an end. And I don't know if that's the tension in the relationship or the relationship. Dang, then I got the Devil card.
Ooh. Woo.
Jesus, please, shit. I mean, both of those look bad just sitting next to each other. So there is definitely an ending. But that devil card energy, that's pessimism. But I still feel like this is regarding that relationship coming to an end. Like it's you two no longer. And in this one, they're not even facing each other. They're facing an opposite direction. So that's me feeling like that's the dissolving of a relationship. Wow, Jesus peeps. The song that I hear now is "The Thrill Is Gone." So I'm assuming that maybe this is a relationship that may be about to come to an end, and maybe you've been holding on to it to see if it would work out. And I'm getting it's coming to an end, is whether you want to or not. And they showed me the Two of Cups, so that's how I knew it was a relationship, a romantic relationship, and not a business relationship. And then again, I got the Devil card and the Tower card, so those are ending. Oh Jesus! Oh well. Maybe it's a different relationship with the with a family or friend person, but it is a relationship that's coming to an end. So it could be if it's not the marriage, then it could be like a friendship or something like that. But I am getting that it's a relationship. So some relationship is coming to an end. And I don't know where that other card went to tell you what it was. What the hell? Oh, here it is. Sorry. It's the Prince of Swords, so that's information coming in. But that's usually good news, I think, or delayed news. The sword is delayed news, so there is some delayed news that is coming in. But again, it's swords, it's mind for me, so that's thinking. So if it's not again your relationship that is in your marriage that is ending, then it could be another personal relationship that you're going through. But they did show me that it was a relationship because it was the Two of Cups for me, and then this is the sword, so this is delayed information that is coming in that may be ending the relationship for you. So that's what I got.
Well, isn't that special?
I love her. Now you got all the good ones.
That's so the church lady. Of all things, it fits on this better than you know. There you go, Roseflower. Oh Lord, have mercy.
Honest Abe. That's all I can say is honest Angie. Like I just tell you exactly what I see.
Absolutely. Next in line is still here. Tani, then Summer, then Apexa. Apexa. So Tani, Summer, and Apexa in that order. Are you still here? Let us know you're here. Happy birthday to you.
On Facebook, you may just end up getting I mean, you may just you can subscribe to Don's or subscribe to Don's page, and then you'll get alerts when he goes live. I mean, if you don't have any other interests except for watching us live, then that's probably what you'll get on Facebook.
But once you do, hit the follow button while you're on Facebook right now. Hit that follow button. So where you, but also hit the like button. The like button's a nice little button. Oh, it was for the class. Okay.
Okay, yeah. So you can get so you can get into the group.
Yeah.
Okay. I got it. Okay, then if you go to groups, there's a JSS, or you can search JSS, and we're in there. And then Keena will have to let you in as the admin. There's a couple. I can't even remember if there's questions or not, but they're not.
Go to Just Spiritually Speaking first, I think, and then after that, you look for groups under that. And then one of the groups is JSS, and then that's the class. That's the class link. Okay.
Kelly is cracking up. Kelly is having too much fun in the background, laughing at all these little videos you're doing. You are thoroughly entertaining, Kelly. Like, oh, this is the highlight of the day. And I'm telling you, sometimes I'll just sit and listen to you and Shauna and just laugh. It'll be on in the background. Like if I can't watch it because they actually want me to work, like when I'm at work. And sometimes I can't watch it.
How dare they? What?
Exactly. Don't you know what time it is from 8 to like 11? I am busy. But sometimes they don't see it that way, and I have to work. And so I have to watch the replay, and I just sit back and laugh at you guys. You guys are a hoot.
And Dana Carvey, he created that character on Saturday Night Live, and then he and Mike Myers did Wayne's World. But it's funny because he's so fun, and he made that character hilarious. I mean, the church lady. Go check it out on YouTube and type in "church lady" Dana Carvey. You will laugh. His
Oh, I
bits
love
are
it.
just letting you laugh.
I'm telling you that. Listen, that was perfect.
Yes.
And I was trying not to laugh too hard, but that was perfect.
Exactly. Well, Tanya's not here, but Summer is here. So shall we just go ahead and do Summer?
I'm ready because I wanted to know what she meant by angel guidance. Like she want the angels to come down and talk to her. Like I don't. General for Miss Summer. I'm not feeling these cards, so I'm definitely going to change. General. I'm going to concentrate on your finances because that's the word I heard when I picked up these cards. So I'm going to concentrate on your finances. Don, if you have anything while I'm getting ready, you can go ahead. Okay. Got it. All right. So let me see what I have. I definitely heard finances. And then I see someone. Okay, so then they show me someone who dropped the baton. Like there was something, a legacy or something that was left for you, and the baton is on the ground, and they're like, pick up the baton and continue the race. Like I feel like there was something. If it's not an inheritance or something, I feel like there was some kind of legacy or something that was left for you. And when I say legacy, it doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be money or material things. It could be a business, it could be an idea, it could be a tradition, but something was left for you and you dropped the baton, because I hear them say, pick up the baton and get moving forward and start the race again. So you're at a point where you had a stumbling or you dropped the baton and you're thinking you're out of the race. And I hear spirit clearly say, pick up the baton, keep going, you can go. And so maybe they're saying financial setback, like maybe you had a financial setback or you weren't making quite the amount of money that you wanted. And they're saying, pick it up and go again. You can always start again. It's not about, you dropping out of the race because you fail. All they're literally showing me is this baton, and they're saying pick up the baton and keep going. Like you're missing out on your legacy, or you're missing out on continuing with something that was left for you. So let me see what additional information they have for you. I heard you are gifted. You don't necessarily believe in your abilities. And so the card that tipped over was temperance. Be patient with yourself. Be understanding with yourself. Do not be so hard on yourself. You don't really believe in your own abilities. And they're like, you can do this. All I'm getting is encouragement. Like there's a bleacher, and I don't know why they're showing it to me as a track and field race, but there's a bleacher of people just cheering you on, saying, go, 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 go. And you're doubting yourself. You don't even want to, you're like looking at the baton and the rest of the race is going, and they're like, go, go, go. Like all these people are cheering you on. And I feel like that's friends, family, the heavens, and everybody are cheering you on and saying, go. This is saying temperance, like go. It's time for you to go. Be patient with yourself and not so hard on yourself, but definitely believe in your abilities, because whatever it is, you do have it and you can do whatever it is. You say, you know what, okay, great, perfect. I'm glad you understand. And they're saying, go, like you can go. Now is the time to go. Don't keep waiting. Go. Like I clearly hear go, and I just hear people cheering you on and saying, move forward. Let me see if there's any other message I have. Do you have a daughter, or is there a little girl? I see a little girl looking up to you, or you looking up to someone. So if you don't have a little girl, then that's you as a little girl looking up to someone and aspiring to be that person or to be just like them. So if it's not your daughter looking up to you, it's you looking up to someone and wanting to be just like them. And then what dropped out was the Knight of Pentacles. That's the slowest movie knight in the deck, but it's the most dependable, hardworking person in the deck. It's routine. Keep working at your craft, keep chucking along, and you will get the material blessings that you're looking for. It's just slow in coming, but continue with your hard work, continue to do as you're doing, to continue to keep trucking along. Again, pick up the baton and keep going. So this is a good card for finances. I see on here clearly it says patience, perseverance, hard work and being dependable. So the money is coming. This is Pentacle. So the money is coming. It's just slow moving. Stay steady in your course. But again, you haven't even gotten back in the race yet. So you're at a standstill. You're not even moving forward. And that's why this one came out, is because you're slow moving. They want you to at least get back in the race. So you have a daughter that's 23. I needed this one. This one. Okay. And so let me get one more card. They're telling me one more card for you. And this will kind of be the summary and your action plan. Because I keep saying, well, what's your next step? And they say move. Exactly, just move. If you take one step, then you never know that they'll map out the next step. So it's like, okay, it's kind of like, mother, may I take this step? And they're like, yes, you may take the step. You're asking for the help. You're asking for permission to do it, and then you don't move. And so they're like, hey, you're right here. You can go left, you can go right, you can go straight, but you just need to take a step, and whichever way you do it will clear the path for you. You're asking, we're saying yes, and you're not moving. You're frozen in your spot for fear of failure. And they're like, failure is not failure. It's a lesson that you learned on how to do something better. How did you learn that an iron is hot? Maybe you touched it. Maybe you saw the smoke. It's a lesson. So move. They're telling you need to kind of move forward. And so I'm waiting on this one more card. And they said this will be the summary card of your reading. And I got two, so I'll take both of them. Justice and resilience. Again, staying the course. You've been beat down. You've been beat up. You've had some hard times. And they're saying, don't give up. Don't give up. This is that routine. This is that dependability. This is that patience that is taking. All your cards are about patience and staying the course. Like, be patient with yourself. The hard work is paying off. It's coming. And then this one is saying, don't give up. You're right at the end. This is a 9. So you're right at that 10. Resilience. That's what it says on here. You literally battered, beaten, tired, warm, battle, weary. Don't give up. Justice is coming. The final card of your reading is justice is coming. Whatever you need is coming. The universe hears you. They're open to what you want. And literally, I see you going from this position to this position, from pleading and begging to receiving. So it's coming for you. Just be open to it and take the first step, whatever that is. If that's apply for a job, try for the promotion, update your resume, whatever it is that forward step is for you, do it. It looks different for everybody. And for you, they're saying just move. If you move, we'll move the obstacles, but you won't even start the race. So there's no need for me to move if you're not going to move. I could clear the path and you not move, and somebody else jump right into your spot and take the path that we cleared for you. Move. We'll clear the path if you just take the first step. So there you go, Miss Summer. I hope that works for you. But again, everything you want is coming. Justice is coming to balance the scale and make things out. I can literally feel the heaviness and the pain. Like, I am tearful for you because I feel like you've been through a lot. Like, you've really, really worked hard. And you're like, when is it going to be my turn? Now. I literally heard now when I heard that it's coming. Believe it. There's that affirmation. We're all saying it today. It's the 111 portal. We were just talking about it. It's the 111 portal. Say it. I believe in infinite abundance and all my wants and needs are met. Tell the universe what you want and how you want it. Today is that portal. It's magical. And all of us are on the same wavelength here. We're all going to keep saying this. And then again, what did Lewis say at 11:11 tonight? Go ahead and say it. 11:11 tonight on 111. Go ahead and say it. And then this is a 7 year. 7s for me are completion. All these things are working in your favor. It couldn't be more. And then Uranus is in retrograde, which is change. There's change, big change coming. All these things are working in your favor. Just say it. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. Speak it into existence. All those things mean the same thing. Just say it. The universe will grant it. So you're right on track. You're right where you need to be. Don't think that you're off course. I feel like you're thinking at this age you shoulda, coulda, woulda been something else. They're saying you're right where you want to be. Stay positive, move forward, and take their encouragement. They're not just telling you that because they're family. They truly do believe in you. So that's what I got for you, Miss Summer.
And again, for everybody out there, not just you, Summer, and not that it's not excluding you, it's included you. But again, the thing that I repeat to everyone out there, this affirmation is a very powerful affirmation. And it is reminding the universe that your wants and needs are met. And so, and you are open and ready for abundance. And so you want to say it the same time every day, say it out loud. Do not think it, only say it, speak it into reality. Because remember, we are energy, we are all energy. And our energy is pretty much just like circulating within us. We need to focus it out and tell that, say, universe, this is what we are requiring of you. This is what we are demanding for ourselves. And you now need to respond in kind, universe. And then the universe is like, you know what? You're one of the few who are putting energy. So yeah, we're going to give you what you want. So again, speak it out loud. Say it every day. The same time, say it like you mean it like you say it. Because if it's false, or if you're just like blah, guess what? Don't expect it. Again, you have to mean it. And you may seem silly at first, but you'll be surprised as you start saying it and life turns around. You're thinking, damn, there must have been something to this. Again, and what else do you have to, you can't find a minute in your day. I mean, come on, folks, everybody can.
Listen, every morning when I wake up, I look for Pam. Remember that one lady, Pamela, who's always on there?
Yep.
She posts this every day. I look for her post. She posts it every single day. And whether she believe it or not, I feel like the more she posts it, the more positivity she attracts. Yeah. And then I say it. I just read it and I say it. So that's two of us that said it. And then I know everybody else is saying it. So we're continuously building the power of it, the power of all of us being on the same wavelength and raising that vibration. So imagine us all excelling at the same time. Say it and believe it.
Yep.
And even Pamela, if you don't believe it, say it until you believe it.
Yeah, you'll see her name is Pamela P. Love Ramesh, I think is her name. And every day she prints this same affirmation, puts it out there, sometimes with a different backdrop, whatever, but she is consistent and she is bringing that abundance into her life. So make sure that you do this.
And I send her, I say a little prayer for her every time I read it, and I just send her love and light because I feel like she's really trying to stay into that positive mind frame, and we all need help. And so I just feel like we're all, sharing in that joy, and I just love it.
I often like it and share it as well because it's like that. And then one more thing I would give to everybody out there with all this energy tonight, one thing you may want to think about doing is getting some salt and put some salt in water and some cinnamon. You can use the cinnamon stick if you want, but put the cinnamon there, put it in water, boil it just so where it melts together. Once it's boiled, put it into a spray bottle. Any empty spray bottle will work. And then go outside on your front door and squirt around your front door, squirt on your threshold, do the same thing to your back door. Cinnamon will attract money. Cinnamon will attract good abundance. Salt will keep the negative away. So attract and repel at the same time. Again, the salt will repel. The cinnamon will attract. This is one of the best nights to do this to begin with. Just put it out there. And if you don't want to boil it, then take the cinnamon and the salt and put it along your door, your threshold by your door. Okay, if that means no boiling, then who cares? Whatever you prefer. Put it right in front of your door. Again, send away.
Sherry said you could just buy cinnamon sticks and put them in your purse or in your wallet to track money. Yep. I have one in my car. I have one in my purse. Yep. She around Christmas, Sprouts was selling those cinnamon brooms. Yep. And she said, buy one and put above your door, cinnamon. And you know what? I always say my grandmother had all these old things that she used to do. Like when they would cook fish, they would boil cinnamon for the smell and the aroma of it to get this fish smell out the house. And I'm like, wow, that could have been attracting more money. Like my grandmother was never without. So, I mean, maybe like, I think about all the little things she used to do and be like, I wonder if she knew and she just never, she just never said it to me because she really was pretty much at that time pushing religion, go to church. But I feel like she still had that spirituality and she literally did, boil cinnamon all the time. And I was like,
And that's the thing is a lot of times they call them old wives' tales because it's easier to call it that than something otherwise, because then it's like, then you're picking my religion. And that's not what this is about. These are things that have been tried and true. Another thing, and again, the salt, put the salt around you, protect yourself from coming in, do whatever. But again, cinnamon, and you can get cinnamon sticks at the dollar store, a little bag.
I got mine from Fry's, those little Tampico packs, the red and yellow pack. And it was about 5 or 6 of them in there. And I think it was like $1.29 or something like that. But yeah, you can get them in there and do that. And I actually did exactly what you said. I didn't even realize that's what I was doing. I boiled some cinnamon and I did exactly what you were saying. I'm like, I didn't even realize it.
Absolutely.
But yeah,
Yep. Another thing to
literally,
do, go to,
wives tale.
another thing to go to the dollar store, get yourself some bay leaves, and then write on the bay leaf things you want gone, put them there, and burn it. If it's your ex-spouse, like we get a lot of exes today, so there you go. Put them out of your life, burn their energy from your mind, from your life, set it on fire, burn it. You know, if you want financial struggles gone, write it on there. You can use a pen, you can use whatever. Markers are better because these will crunch a little more because they're dried. Burn that bay leaf and have that energy go away. I mean, these are things that they're in your house. You don't need, you have salt, I guarantee. You have cinnamon, I guarantee. And if you do anything in the kitchen, you have bay leaves.
Tawny, we called you for a long time.
Yes,
We
ma'am.
didn't skip you. We had your name up and we were calling you and waiting on you, and you didn't respond. So we went to the next person. We didn't skip you like we didn't see you. We actually had your name up and we were calling your name looking for you, and you never showed up. Because I actually started your reading, and then since you didn't respond, we went to the next person because the next person said they were there. So we didn't just skip you. Your reading, we did start your reading. You just weren't here to respond. But another thing I was going to say, Don, is we're not reinventing the wheel. We're telling you what our ancestors and the people from throughout history have done. All they had was herbs and spices, the earth. All they had was the earth. So they use the things. They use the moon, the sun, the stars to predict things and to call things in. And then they use the herbs and spices that were had. They didn't have all this technology. It was basic things that they used and that they learned how to make work in their favor. We're not reinventing the wheel. We're not coming up with anything new. Literally, this is old stuff that we're just becoming aware of. It's not like it's anything new. We're just learning the power of it.
Absolutely. And so again, give these things thought. Tonight is a great time for it. We're looking at the 111 tonight. I mean, there's no better time tonight. Do it. And it doesn't take a few minutes. Again, nothing more than a few minutes to do everything we said, because salt dissolves quickly in water. I mean, it doesn't get to boil before it's already dissolved. And then the cinnamon, you put it into a spray bottle. I mean, come on. If you don't have a spray bottle, put it in a bowl and flush it. It doesn't matter. Just get it out there. Spill the water on the threshold again, whatever it is.
Yeah. And what did I didn't tell you to do what, Keena? But another thing that Sherry Berry told us to do was to put the cinnamon in our hand at the beginning of the month, stand outside your door, and then blow the cinnamon in your door with your intentions, and you're blowing money into your house. And so you you blow it into the threshold of your door at the beginning of the month. And that was another thing that she told you. I didn't even know the power of cinnamon, but if you think about it, it's some of the a lot of the spices that you'll see in the Bible and things that they told you to use. And so again, we're not reinventing the wheel. We're literally telling you things that have been used throughout history that we're just becoming aware of.
Yep. And it's interesting that if you think about a lot of recipes around holidays tend to have cinnamon in them, but yet most things don't otherwise. And it's like, why is that? Well, there's a reason for it. Think back. Again, nothing is by coincidence. So we're good. Who is next? We just did Summer. Summer, hopefully it helps you. Hopefully that was a good reading for you.
Oh, she says she does cinnamon sticks above the door.
Oh, nice. Yes, that's always a good thing. Yep. And it's Angie. I was at a shop. I forget where it was, and they had the cinnamon brooms, the little cinnamon brooms for the holidays, and I bought one. And
I did. She kept telling me over and over, Don, I didn't do it.
Well, it's interesting because I didn't know that until you mentioned it, and then it's like when you mentioned, I'm like, oh, it's amazing. I bought one this year. I've never bought one before, but when I saw it this year, I'm like, I need that. And I thought,
she kept telling us on our Sunday lives, she kept saying, buy a cinnamon broom and put it above your door. And she was like, they were less than $5. They weren't even a lot. She kept saying it. And I kept saying I was going to go and get one. And I never did. And she said, I have one above my door. And she kept saying, put a cinnamon broom above your door. And I was just like, okay, I'm going to go. And literally Sprouts is in one of my walking routes. And I just never went in there.
I got mine at 5 and under, 5 below.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was at 5 below. Yep.
Maybe I'll go back to Sprouts
$3.
and see if they have.
Yeah, $3.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh, Miss Linda said it's good in bread pudding. Cinnamon is pretty good in anything.
I
You
use
throw
it
on
for
some
my
coffee.
French toast. I put the egg, the milk,
Oh,
and the cinnamon in the mix for the French toast. If you don't
mm.
have cinnamon
Oh,
there,
that sounds good.
mhm.
Mm.
Now I'm going to talk food and get me hungry. Better get on here. Better get on
Exactly.
here.
I'm like, my stomach growling. What I'm gonna eat when we leave here? Because I ate all the Brussels sprouts. I ate that whole pan of Brussels sprouts by myself. It was vegetables, y'all. It was like vegetables. So that's all I'm gonna say is it was vegetables. It was lunch and a snack. So, but yeah, I ate the whole pan because Brandon did not want it. I did have some air fry wings and rice. And oh my gosh, now we had some Hawaiian rolls and I put them in the air fryer and let them get a little bit of toast on it.
Mhm.
It made them even more buttery and rich. It was so good. Oh my God.
Mm.
Definitely.
I don't need any
Oh,
help.
Miss Linda said she, exactly.
Uh,
Oh, Andrea said she puts it in her hot chocolate.
Honestly, I don't need any help being enticed to eat bread. Bread, it just I mean, I love bread so much. It's like whatever. When I lived in Germany, they had the brochens and the breads were amazing, and they had so many different kinds. And I mean, it was not good. Now you know why German people have some bulk to them because they love the breads. They love the breads. The 12
I
grain.
remember, you know what? That just took me back to Seinfeld when they had that bread incident where they were trying to get that marble rye and it was really it was out of stock and it was hard to get and everybody was fighting over these loaves of bread at the bakery shop. It just reminded me of that bread. Let me tell you, bread will change your life. It'll make you go out this way.
Yes, yes. In Germany, they had this called Swolf. It was Swolf, which is 12 grain bread, and so it's Swolf grain, and it is so packed with yumminess and with the different grains. And when you eat it, you're like eating a meal. And you put some good French butter on there, and you're like, oh, heaven. But of course, it adds to the waistline. But sometimes you have to surrender to it. You have to just do it.
That sounds good. Now I want some churros. All that talking, all that make me want some churros.
Oh my goodness.
I need to learn how to make churros so I can just cook them myself.
No, probably better you don't know, because then you might make them more often.
Exactly. That'll be the only thing that'll be from scratch because you know everything else is semi-homemade.
Exactly. Next is Apexa Meta. And
Allison asks, how often are we on together? We are on Wednesday nights during our readings from 6 until whenever we
until
finish. But one of us from our group, from Just Spiritually Speaking, from our whole little group, is on Sunday through Thursday. So on Sundays, it's usually ladies' night. It's usually me and Alicia or Kim or Sherry. So all of us are on Sunday. Monday, it's Shauna. Tuesday, it's Don and Susan. Wednesday, it's me and Don. And Thursday, it's Don and Shauna again. So if you're subscribed to all of us, you don't have to worry about the time because it'll tell you, you'll get the alert. So make sure that you're subscribed to both pages, Don's page and my page. And YouTube is probably your best bet for if you really want to get an alert. Facebook is a little finicky sometimes. So I would definitely go on YouTube. And Don is Sonoran Mystic Tarot on all platforms, so it shouldn't be hard to find him, but make sure you spell it exactly right. And then I am A5Says on YouTube and Angie Lewis on Facebook.
And when you are on YouTube, when you hit that subscribe button, look for a little bell icon that's close by it. Because when you click on the bell icon, that's when you get notices. And so you don't even have to go looking. As soon as we pop up, you'll see the bell icon show up and you just click on it and we're there. So it makes it even easier.
And since we're not all together, again, subscribe to all of us. And then that way you'll catch one of us and you'll get a little bit of different flavor from each one of us, just keep coming back. But again, if you subscribe to everybody, then you'll get every alert because we're not always on together. We're on at different times. And Don might pop up at any time, and just be on there, or any of us would. So, just make sure you're subscribed to everybody.
Exactly. Absolutely.
It's nice to meet you, though, Miss Allison.
Absolutely.
She says she's new. She's on your Facebook now.
Super. Welcome.
She just found her page.
Make sure you hit the follow and the like. Hit the follow and like while you're there. Everybody hit the follow and like. And then Oprah, hopefully you're watching.
Exactly. Oprah, read the comments. They said we're nice. Believe them. We are nice. Apex asked for a love reading, so I dropped the cards that I have, and I got my True Heart cards by Rachel True. So these seem a little bit more favorable, so I'll try that. But Don, if you have something, you can go ahead while I'm shuffling.
Apex, the only thing that came to me is that I feel that you need to be careful, not careful. Apex, I don't know how to put it. Apex, I feel like you are going to be called.
Easy to fall in love.
Say what?
Did you? What is it? Something like easy to fall in love?
No, but she's in love with the concept of love, and so she wants that. She wants to feel that. And the problem is also is that you feel constrained by your conditioning, cultural conditioning, and so you're putting a lot of psychological demands in your head on your spouse, on who your intended spouse will be, and you're already marrying them before you date them. You're marrying them as soon as you see a name, and the spirit's telling me you need to kind of chill out on that. You need to have a few dates first. Again, so don't put again, don't put so much into don't jump to the finish line before you run the race. Okay, that's what I'm saying. And also with the cultural conditioning, make sure that you're looking for a man that will make you happy, somebody that will fulfill your needs and wants, and not somebody who will fit a peg for making your family happy or making your friends happy. Again, you've got to live with this person. So again, forget the cultural conditioning. That's kind of what I'm getting.
Oh my gosh, Apex. So walk with me, okay? Just walk with me while I tell your story. So look, I heard total eclipse of the heart, and that's why when Don said, you're in love with the idea of love, I hold total eclipse of the heart because you are all like you are just love consumes you like immediately, like googly eyes, and oh, I wonder what our name would look like written down together. I wonder what like I feel like you have brides magazines and everything because that fairy tale is what you want. And I have to say this, 10 years ago, Angie wanted a wedding. She wanted a party. She wanted a dress. She wanted to look beautiful. She wanted her family and friends. She wanted a wedding. Angie now wants a husband. Know what you want. Do you want the party or do you want the relationship? Right now, I could care less about the wedding as so much as having the marriage. And so that's where I am. So when I did the cards, when I did the True Heart cards, I got Justice and the Emperor. And I'm like, that doesn't sound right. So I got my other cards out and the Emperor came out again. And they said, I said what I said. But this is how they're walking me through it. Justice is coming. They gave me the 9 of Wands. Again, that's that resilience that's been beat down, ready to give up, ready to let go. You have been through a lot emotionally and in love, and you're ready to just call it quits. Like you're really ready. Like, well, maybe I should just let go. Maybe I should be done. Your Emperor is coming. You got double Emperor. This person is coming, but you have to be ready. So this is what you need to do on the 111 portal. This is where I am. How do I get to where I am ready to receive love? Because your Emperor is here. You got double Emperor cards. This is somebody who makes decisions. And both of them, look, that's that goat. You know what I'm saying? Greatest of all time. This is going to be your greatest love, but you have to be ready. This is a person who rules kingdoms, who take care of their family, who knows how to make decisions, who know how to get things done. So this is your Emperor that is coming. And this is the justice for all of that pain that you've been going through. And then here comes your victory. But again, prepare yourself. Am I ready for the love that I say that I'm ready for? I thought I was ready. And then as it got closer, or then as it looked like it was coming, it was like, wait, what if I actually get what I actually asked for? Am I really ready for what I said I was ready for? So are you ready to date you? If you met you, would you be dateable to you? Would you like you? Are you open enough? Are you healed enough? Have you let go of all those residual things? And when you walk into this relationship, they'll walk in with a clean slate. They won't walk in with the past things that your ex did you. They won't walk in with the past issues, with the weights that you have. Are you ready to cut those cords and let those things go and be who you want? Be the same, offer the same thing that you're asking for. And then again, do you truly know what you want? If the universe came to you, or Don could wave his magic wand and say, you know what, Apex, I'll give you the exact person you want. What do you want him to do? Could you give him the characteristics, the body type, and everything you want that person to be? Let me tell you, if Don said, Angie, let me give you, I'll be like, I need him to be tall. I need him to be dark. I need him to be funny. I need him to have big hands. I need him to have a big wallet. I need him to be caring. I need him to be virile. I can give you a whole list of things. The universe never has to ask what I need to know. So do you know all the qualities that you want if somebody was to wave that magic wand? When I say somebody, the universe, they're showing me the emperor. Is this what you want though? And what does an emperor look like to you? Because an emperor could look different for you than it does for me. So know what you want and put it out there. This is the 111 portal. Jump on the magic of everybody being in that same energy and tell the universe what you want. And then ask the universe in that same right, what do I need to do to get from where I am now to healed enough to be ready to accept the emperor that you're sending to me? Because I've been through it and I know you're coming to make it right for me, because that's what that victory is. How do I get ready to receive that? And so that's what I got for you. So love is coming. And that's why I said take the journey with me, but it's coming. You just have to prepare yourself for it.
Love is in the air. Very good. Hopefully it resonates with you. And again, it sounds like some good things are coming your way, so be prepared. Next in line is Monet Marshall.
Okay. Did we skip somebody?
I don't think so.
We skipped Dre.
No,
Dre is before Monet.
No, they're two more down.
Oh, well, Keena has them out of order. I'm looking at the list right here.
Oh, okay.
At the bottom.
My bad.
Okay. No, whichever way you have it, Don, you go ahead. I was just looking at
No,
the way it is on the
Keena,
list.
I didn't know Keena was running it, so I was like, we're good.
Okay. Oh, okay. She asked before her. Oh, okay, there you go. All right. So thank you so much for your time. You're welcome, Apex. Again, come back and let us know how it works out. But again, use the portal tonight to prepare yourself or ask the universe to help you to get there. And you don't need to know how. That's what they're telling me. You don't need to know how. Just surrender to allowing it to happen. It's not for you to decide how or to even understand how. Just know that you want to get from where you are to being ready to receive this emperor. And I've already saw him, so you better, get in mind what you want. Okay. General reading for Andre. Okay. If you have anything down, you can go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and get the shuffling my cards. Again, as I asked about your energy, I heard it's okay to be happy. It seems unfamiliar to you in a way that not as that is uncomfortable, but it's unbelievable. Like it's okay to be happy. I see you giddy as a schoolgirl, with in this situation that you're in, and they're saying it's okay to be happy. Surrender to the happiness and don't always be on guard. Surrender to the happy. Oh, wow, that's too many, so I'm not going to take all of them. That's way too many. Don, again, you can jump in anytime you want to because I'm still walking through what they're saying to me.
The thing that came to me is something about music. Dre a day? Are you involved in music? Are you like in a church choir, or do you create music? Do you do something? Because I'm getting music with you. And I don't know if you're like creating, maybe even creating music or your own music, or whether you sing. Again, I'm getting this energy of music around you.
She used to come to our class, Don.
Oh, did she?
Andrea.
Okay.
In the beginning, but then she work used to get in the way. She said no, but her son is.
So, but your son is involved in music. He's not at the church choir. He's involved in music, as in, again, for me, I'm getting this whole thing about, again, music and creation of music and music as a source of revenue. So, if that's your son, then this seems to be like he is he is on the right path. He is in the right direction. So does he take and remix music? He remixes music, or does he kind of create his own music at the same time? Because I'm seeing him working and putting and creating sound and you can see, I can see him on a visual. I see him on a visual, like a screen, and I see him tweaking sounds and moving things, and it's like, and then listening to it, and then seeing how that kind of resonates. And so tell him to continue doing this. Be supportive of him in this regard, because I think that I think he is. I think that this is going to pay off for him. I mean, I think he's good at what he does, and I think he's only going to get better. But he needs to hear probably from you, and that's why it's coming to you. You probably need to reinforce to him the fact that if this is his outlet, if this is his way of expressing himself, and it can do it, do it. Again, be supportive of this. Let him know you're there, because maybe he's having some questions, and he needs to hear that he does have that support from the people around him who know him best. But yeah, I get a great sense of accomplishment with that music. So tell him to stay with it. Don't surrender to it. Keep moving forward with this. I think this is going to be a very good, very positive thing for him.
Two other things that I see for you. I got the 6 of Pentacles. That's giving back. In this sense, I see it as you receiving. I literally heard you've given so much. It's time for you to receive, and stop refusing. You're looking at the way that you're receiving. The universe said you asked and we're giving it to you. Your wish is my command. You're looking at how it's being given to you. That's not for you to decide how you receive it. If Oprah says you get a car and you get a car and you get a car, you think I'm gonna question the universe and say I want to buy the car myself? If Oprah give me the car, I'm gonna take the car. If Oprah give me the TV show, I'm gonna take the show. Stop looking at the way that you're receiving and receive it. The other thing I got was you cruising along in a car, and you are moving. You're not moving out of state. Let's stop that right now. So, because I know you want to know if you're moving out of state. And I asked, were you moving out of state? And they said no. But they said in 2024, you won't be in the place that you are now. I see downsizing, and I see you moving forward in love. And I see you moving to a new place, like a new place of residence. So I see you in a car with the bags packed, and it's a 2-seater. It's a love wagon, or it's a love mobile, because this is literally where I heard a love mobile, or I hear love shack. Oh my God, I hear that, love shack. So this is you moving in, you downsizing and moving on. And I clearly hear in 2024, you won't be where you are now. Don't be afraid, because they're making my heart palpitate, because you're getting nervous and you're getting scared. So you are really, really like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she got it right. Calm down, because you're speeding up my heartbeat. They're speeding up my heartbeat to let me know that your heartbeat. So I understand that you're kind of like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. So I see you moving forward. Again, stop looking at the way that you're receiving the blessings that you asked for, and receive them. It's not about who's giving you. It's not about how you're getting what you're asked for. Just know that the divine heard you and that you're giving it. So again, if Oprah said, I'm giving you a car, take the car. So that's what I got for you, Miss Andrea.
And you get a
but
car,
again,
you get a car, and you get a car. Just give me one, okay? Hey, welcome in, Pam. Pamela P. Love Rummage. We were just talking about you a little earlier, and talking about the affirmation that you type daily, and how we tend to watch it and respond to it. So everybody who was part of that conversation, this is the young lady who we were talking about. So that's good. Super. Next in line is Monet.
Okay, so all right, there you go. Okay, so let me clear the energy, and what do you see for the next chapter of my life?
Monet, I'm getting that.
Go ahead.
I'm getting that you're not done this chapter yet. I'm like, the page hasn't turned yet. And that's what I got. As soon as you said that, as soon as I saw that, I'm like, no, The page hasn't turned. This chapter has not closed yet. There's still some things you have to work on that prepares you for the next chapter. You've been doing some self-work, which is wonderful. I see that. Are you working on yourself? You're working on some of the things, like some of the things that you were trying to work on is your patience, because you had a problem with patience, and you had a problem with a little bit of a temper, and you're kind of learning to control that. Again, you've been doing some self-work, which has been wonderful. But I think that there's still some other things that are that are needed before the chapter closes. So keep putting forth the work. Keep looking at the things that you want changed about yourself, because the next chapter is when you turn that page is going to be somebody, is what I'm getting. And you want to make sure you are whole, healthy, and complete, and ready to be somebody that somebody would want to be in a relationship on a long-term basis. So again, so when I see this, what I'm saying is continue to do the self-work, continue to do the things that really improve. So when that relationship comes in, when you turn that page, you find that person who really has found a whole person who is ready to commit to and to be involved with, and not having somebody who's still under construction, shall we say. So that's what I'm doing.
I don't want to say that I've already told her that this love of her life is coming, but she had to be prepared. I don't even want to say that I already said that, Don. I'm just going to go ahead and say that I already said that. But I'm sorry, Don, were you finished? I didn't want to cut you off.
I am. Yeah, no, I am. Mm-hmm.
So this is what I got for Miss, because when you said this chapter isn't done, I kept hearing them say, what do you want in your next chapter? Like, okay. So this is what I got. I got the 6 of Pentacles again, like I got for the last person's reading, but in this case, it was in the reverse. And I don't normally read reverses unless Spirit tells me to, and they told me to. And they said, in this case, in the reverse, the 6 of Pentacles is unpaid bills, money problems, bad debt, selfishness, greed, and stinginess. So it's you being in a bad financial situation and keeping your mind on that. So what they're saying is, are you learning the lessons? You're working on yourself. Are you learning the lessons, or are you just moving on? Are you learning? Are you experiencing it and just moving on, or are you actually learning the lessons so you don't have to do it again? Because they said, are you learning the lessons? When I heard Don say self-work, they said, but are you learning the lesson, or are you just moving on? Oh, I've been through that, let me move on. And then you move on, and what they do is they just put you right back at the start line of where you left because you didn't learn the lesson. So you think I'm moving on, you're not moving on, you're moving right back to the start line that you just left, and you haven't recognized it because you haven't recognized the lesson in what you needed to learn. You've recognized the struggle, you've recognized the strife, you've recognized the unhappiness and the sadness and the bitterness of it, but you haven't recognized the lesson of it. So what they want to make sure is that you're getting the lesson of it. If it means pulling back from people, if it means giving less. And then they also show me someone in a wheelchair, like you helping individuals who are physically impaired in somewhere, because I saw someone in a wheelchair and you helping them. So I don't know if this is a different line of work. Like, are you thinking about nursing or something that has to do with healthcare? Because I feel like that's the next direction you want to go. And for me, that's a very logical, a very you have to be very keen and very aware. But are you thinking about getting into the healthcare or some kind of care and less of the creative? Because I feel like you're like, okay, well, I want my creativity to do, but it's not. So I want to go into this, I want to go this, and you keep picking the next thing that you think will make the most money instead of what really, really brings you joy. And so you're like, oh, well, it's like somebody being like, oh, I want to jump on a real estate thing. Oh, no, I want to jump on the card thing. Oh, no, I want to jump on this. And so you're picking the thing that makes a lot of money, but not the thing that truly makes you happy. So the next card I got was the Ace of Swords, and it was in the reverse, but they told me, no, not in the reverse. This one is to turn it back to the upright. And for this one, this is delayed news. And the reason your news is being delayed is what they told me to ask you the first time. Are you learning the lesson, or are you just moving on from each situation and you're just moving back? So it's like Groundhog Day. You're being moved right back to the same situation. And if you think about the last 3 to 5 years of your life, can you see a repeated pattern? Now that you see the pattern, today is the day to ask, can I release me from that pattern? I release that pattern that no longer serves me. It's the 111 portal. Jump on it and allow it to be released. So this is what they're saying. There's delayed news coming. And this is that cup of love. This is somebody coming with the romantic offer, but it's delayed because you're not ready. So that's where it is. The love of your life is there. He's just literally sitting there like, where's my honey? Where's my wife? Where's my whoever? And because it's delayed, because you haven't actually learned the lesson, he's just sitting there. And you better hope some Sally Sue don't come up in there and take him away. So, the lesson, you're working on yourself, but learn the lessons. So there's a delay because you need to, learn the lesson. So that's what I got. So finish this chapter before you start the next chapter, because the next chapter is called joy. These are hard lessons. This is the hard knock life. This chapter here is called hard knock life. The next chapter is called joy. It's already been titled. The universe, your higher power, your God has already titled the next chapter. You're not ready to turn the page yet. So that's what I got for you, Miss Monet. Oh, that physical training. Okay. Because I literally saw you. They were sitting in a chair. So I was like, oh, she's going to help somebody. So, oh, yes. And I remember us talking about that. You wanting to do the personal training for somebody. So, yes, it seems like a go. I clearly see it. But they're saying, is there a commitment and a passion to it? Or is it just an attraction of the money? So as long as your passion is there, it'll work out for you. So that's what I have for you, Miss Monet.
Fantastic. Super. Next in line, next and last is Lewis.
Lewis did not ask for what? He said he need one. Okay, a general for Lewis. Let me see what cards I got.
Before we go anywhere,
Lewis,
Allison, I see your name there, and talk to your son. Talk to your son. I think he's your oldest of the two kids. Talk to your son. Your son needs a little bit of mom. He needs a little bit of mom attention. So if you could do me a favor, talk to your son. I don't care what you talk to him about. Just talk to him. He needs a little bit of mom attention. Okay. And again, if I got you right, he's the oldest of the kids. Talk to the older son. The son. Just talk to him. Talk to him, Allison.
And she said, "Can I get a reading?" She did say that. Can I get the reading be directed at more than one? What can a reading be directed at more? Yes. Oh, I like that she said, "Can a reading be directed at more than one person?" Definitely, Allison. You could. That's why I listen to the re-recording of. I go listen to the playback, or I listen to Don and Shauna, or Don and Susan, or whoever when they're done, because sometimes I'm convicted in those readings that I do. Sometimes if there's an issue that my spirit guides have been working on me with, and I'm not doing it, next 3 or 4 readings are all the same thing. And after about the second or third one, I'm like, I see a pattern. I think my guides are trying to tell me something. So yes, I always tell people to absorb the energy that is in here, because sometimes a word will be spoken to you that you wasn't even ready for. And a lot of times I hear readers saying, you'll hear this when you're supposed to hear it. Pick up what resonates for you and leave what doesn't. So if there's a word in there that is spoken to you, take it. The last time I was on the live, I kept saying, like, I feel judged. I feel like spirit is talking to me. So allow spirit to, go ahead and let you know that, to speak to you in whatever way. I've been convicted in, I've received a revelation in watching a commercial, listening to somebody else's conversation, because I'm nosy. I'd be like, never even knew that. And then, that, you know what I'm saying? So allow the universe to speak to you. They're always speaking to us. Are we receiving? Are we really receiving? So you're always going to get something different.
And sometimes it's not by coincidence that you come in at a certain time and during the readings, because if you had come in at a different time, you may have already left. So again, sometimes just by showing up at a certain time, and then you hear a reading, you're like, wait a minute, that's awfully a lot. That's that's resonating an awfully lot with me. It's because, again, you were brought to that time and that place to where it synced up, because maybe that is the message you also needed to hear. Now, even though it wasn't directed to you, does not mean it wasn't for you. And so again, you were right.
You said her son was feeling lost. She needs to call him.
No, she needs to talk to him, not call him. Talk to him. Yeah, I don't think I think he lives in the same house. I think he's younger, but I mean, because he's young. I don't think he's like living elsewhere. But I think he's again. I'm getting the energy. He's there. He's at the house. It's just that I think he needs mom time. I think I think he
Okay.
just
Because the card that came out, oh, she says no, she's feeling lost. And so the card that came out was the Emperor card. But I feel now that you say that he's younger, so if he's an adult, it's him trying to find his way as a grown man. Like, and that, okay, I need to figure out how to, operate as a grown man in this society or find my direction. If he's a younger person, then it could be that transition from a kid to adolescence and he's needing some help. But this is stability and structure. That's what he's needing help on finding that direction and finding that way of which way to go. And so it's just providing that structure, that safety, and that place for somebody to be a shoulder to lean on. So again, talk to him. And I was literally earlier saying I make up time for me and my son to be together, because again, he's at that age when he just doesn't need that, doesn't want that time with me. He's not that mom. He's very independent. And so I just find ways to spend time with him. Like I said, when I have to run errands, he's learning how to drive. I make him drive me around. So find innovative ways to spend time with your son.
So Angie, you may have picked up on the older son because the older son doesn't live with her. I'm picking up on a son that lives with you.
Oh, okay. So that's what that Emperor is.
I'm seeing son and daughter. I'm seeing son and daughter because I'm only seeing two kids, son and daughter. It sounds like you now have three. There's a son, and daughter, because you have a daughter too. I'm getting very female energy. So it's like son and daughter. Does the son and daughter live with you? And then there's another son who doesn't?
Okay, so that's what that is. Wanting that transition to manhood. Okay. Yes, I have a daughter.
Yeah, and she's younger than both sons, right? So yeah, so it's the son who lives with you is what I was getting. And Angie, I think you're picking up on the son who isn't living with her right now.
Who's older, because I got that Emperor, and it's that trying to find that space to be that leader. Because I feel like there is greatness on him and there's leadership on him, but this is a pivotal time. If he, like, literally, you can have two paths. It's like the good son and the bad son. Which direction do you want to be? If you give him the resources and the nurturing and what he needs, you can help and steer him in that direction, and he can, be all the leadership and promise that he's supposed to be. Or you can allow him to kind of drift off on his own and maybe have a harder time. Because I feel like he's gonna get to that leadership role. It's just, is he gonna find the direct route, or is he gonna have to go around and go through some bumps and bruises where you kind of can guide him? And so again, I feel like it's that shift in between how do I find that stability, that structure, that leadership, and that ability to make sound decisions is where he is. And that's why the Emperor.
Yeah. And for the old one, the one you're talking about too, is what I'm kind of getting is that he wants to be his own person, and he wants to step out of the shadow of his dad.
Independent.
Yeah, but at the same time, with that shadow of the dad showing, it's difficult because he's not certain, like you said, it's not certain who he is. And he's not certain that when he don't want to replicate his dad. He wants to be his own person. And that shadow is a big shadow. His father casts a big shadow on him. So that's kind of what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she said he works with his dad. Oh, there you go. There you go.
He's very entwined with the dad. Therefore, the dad's shadow is on top of him, and it makes it harder for him to kind of find himself, because he doesn't understand where his impression of what he should be based on his father's feeling and how he thinks the father feels is where that ends and where he begins. And it's kind of an interesting thing. But again, the younger one's the one who needs a little mom attention. He's the one that needs a little mom attention. And so give him a little bit of, just do something to show him that you're there. And he just needs to have mom attention. That's what I'm getting. Okay.
Then the Knight of Swords came out, and I got, like, you really need to help him before he makes a quick decision. Like, the Knight of Swords is someone who just comes in and doesn't
Without
always
thinking.
think. They just kind of, moves in haste, move quickly, that urgency, big changes, big things you want to happen. And so kind of help him out so he doesn't make a harsh decision, or he doesn't mess up, and make, make a permanent decision in a temporary situation. So, just kind of help him to kind of find his way on out there on his own. 909. Oh, is it that time already?
Yep. And Angels Will Fly said 1111 is right around the corner. So she asked me to put up the affirmation again when it happens, folks. When 1111 hits your time zone, Say this, speak this, speak this. Do not just think it, speak this and start speaking it daily. Please, you will be thrilled about what happens with this if you put it out there. Again, if you don't put it out there, don't come crying at things. Don't be a Diane. That's all I'm gonna say. I had to go there. I know.
Diana. Oh, dirty Diana.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Sorry, Lewis. Didn't mean to hijack your reading there. Just energy was coming through, and I had to go with it. Sorry. I mean the Allison.
You know what? I like Allison because she was so patient. You know, even when we said that the list was closed, she was patient. She still stayed in the comments and she still say nice. And sometimes Spirit will be like, "Hey, go ahead and give this person a reading." I submit to the obedience of what Spirit tells me to do most of the time.
For other people.
That's the halo around my head.
And it's kind of sitting crooked sometimes.
It gets heavy down and hold my head over to the side. The drama? Could it be me?
That's that halo I'm talking about.
That's that halo. It be heavy, so it just falls to the side sometimes. It is now.
Well, isn't that special?
It's 11. It's 9. It's 9/11, which is 11/11 for you on the East Coast. Go ahead and say the affirmation. I'll say it with you guys now, even though it's 9/11. So in every time zone, I'll say it. Maybe I'll get 4 times the luck. I believe in infinite abundance and all my wants and needs are met. It's at 11/11 on 1/11. Say it, believe it, and let it happen.
Amen.
So there you go, guys. I hope you all said it with us, and that we make it happen. You see 9/11 daily. That is urgency. Like it is urgent that you heed the call or receive whatever it is. 9/11 for me is urgency. That's what it is for me. I don't know what it is for you, but whatever 9/11 means to you, it can mean something totally different. But for me, it's urgency in either direction. It's the day that I adopted my daughter, so it's also it was also the tower. You know, the actual 9/11. So all of that plays in. So urgency for me. So anytime I see 9/11 a lot, it's something that I need to pay attention to. And it could be just the message that we gave you about, tuning into your son. Thank you, Angels 5, for reminding us.
Did you see what Pam said? Did you see what Pam said?
Do my horns hold my halo? No. What horns, girl? That's my unicorn horn. That's, because I'm pure unicorn.
Because you're unique.
Unicorn. Exactly. Pam, I missed you in the comments. You're so silly. Listen, Lucifer is one of my guides, so you never know. Good Angie, bad Angie.
Next in line is Lewis.
Okay, Lewis, we're back. As soon as I said your name, this card popped over. So it's the Sun card. But let me get one more to make sure that's exactly what it was supposed to be. General reading for Lewis. Lewis, I heard that you're so absorbed. You have absorbed the matrix. You know how people be like, "Oh, I want to get out of the matrix." They're like, you've absorbed the matrix. Like you are literally, you're to the point where you're absorbing information and you're absorbing this metaphysical journey so deeply that you've absorbed the matrix. So it doesn't even exist. You don't have to get out of the matrix because you've absorbed it and you've transformed it into something that is positive for you. And so believe in the signs and symbols that you're getting, from the universe and all the information that you're getting, because I got the Star card, and that's hope, that's recognition, that's inspiration and creativity. So I got the Star card for you. So again, I clearly hear them saying you've absorbed the matrix. Like, wow, you just basically tore the matrix apart, and you don't have to escape it because you've absorbed it, you've transcended it, and you are on the right path. And they're saying believe what you're receiving. That's what you need to do. Believe it in all that it is and all the information that you're doing. Just believe it. You don't have to completely understand everything. Just believe it. So that's what I got for Lewis. Oh, I've heard of them.
Trying to pick
Exactly, Angel Eyes, the magic horn. They don't know.
Let's see. Trying to pick up the energy here with Lewis. Lewis, the only thing I'm getting is they're showing me transportation. So don't be surprised if you pay attention to your vehicle, pay attention to the sounds of your vehicles, pay attention to the vehicle, because I'm getting transportation with a question. And usually when that happens, it means there's something potentially going to happen with a vehicle. Make sure that you've checked and make sure the oil is properly, filled, and make sure that it's been a while since you've done whatever. But make sure that the radiators chemicals are still working fine, and therefore not allowing the thing to freeze over. I'm just getting a question mark with transportation. So I don't know if you're having an issue with it, or you're going to have an issue with it, or if there's something about somebody else requiring you for transport. I don't know. I'm getting more of a sense of your own transportation issue. So again, be careful with your car. Be careful in snow and ice so you don't slide. Because again, it's that transportation question. Something is in reference to a trouble with your transportation. So pay close attention to your car. Make sure your snow tires are on. If you have chains, if you need them, whatever you need to do to take the precautions, do them, and make sure your vehicle is functioning well. Also, make sure you have some blankets in your car. Make sure you have some water in your car. Make sure that you're prepared for in a situation in case you get stuck someplace with snow. Again, pay attention to the transportation. That's what I'm getting.
Miss Diane, in the way that you came back, I am happy that you are moving to New Jersey, but you were kind of rude in the way that you came in. Good luck on your move, and I'm glad that I was wrong. I have no problem being wrong in my readings. It doesn't hurt my feelings when you come back and be like, oh, you were wrong. I am actually happy for you that you are moving. You were very desperate in your approach, and I am glad that you are getting to move. I wish that you would have come back in a better energy, but again, congratulations, and I'm glad that I was wrong about you moving to New Jersey. Have a great trip. Brace yourself, New Jersey. Lewis, again.
Oh Lord, help the child.
Dad! I love it! Oh my God, I love it! One more time, Don. Do it one more time. I love that. You have to do it one more time.
Oh Lord, help the child.
That's me, Lord, help the child. I love it. Oh my God, that was perfect. Lord help Jersey. Hello, people. Oh my God, I freaking love it. That was perfect, Don. Oh my God, I was not even ready for it. I'm glad I wasn't drinking anything. Praise the Lord. Lord help a child. Lord, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh Lord, that was perfect. Lord.
Diane, if you direct that to me that I need help, you are right, child. Believe me, many people have told me that. You will not be first in line nor last in line. I promise you.
Tiffany, don't go anywhere, because when I read your question, I did get a message, but hold on. Lord help. Lord. No, I can't stop saying it. Oh my God. And you know what it is? We said congratulations to you. We are so, happy for you. And I'm wondering if there's a little bipolar thing going on here, because in the comments you've cursed us out, you told us off, you told us we was dead wrong, you told us we were rude, and then you said we were both awesome. So I don't know if we awesome or rude, or a combination of a rudely awesome person, but I do wish you the best, and I wish Jersey a strong resilience to your arrival.
And I love that offices with properties and rental properties and so forth are open at 11 p.m. on the East Coast time to tell people they've found places. That's good news. I was unaware. I know my office used to close early.
Maybe she just went to the mailbox. Or maybe she went to another reader and another reader told her yes. I don't know. Because she was gone a while. So maybe she went to another reader and they said yes. And so now she's like, I'm going regardless of what y'all said. Either way, I'm happy for you. I hope that you are moving.
Pam says Diane wants a refund.
And you get it. Here's exactly what you gave us back. Oh, your son. First of all, I asked you why you couldn't move with your son, and you said, see, don't even try to act like you just all of a sudden got your housing. I asked you why you couldn't move with your son, and you said that you couldn't live there because of his wife, but I could understand the tension, but you the one who told us that you couldn't do it. I mean, there you go. We're happy for you. I just said I'm happy for you. Diane, girl, go take a shot. Take 2 shots. Lord have mercy, because you done made my edges shrink back. Lord, girl.
I don't know, maybe.
Whoa. Lord have mercy. Did you?
Well, isn't that special?
Praise him.
Oh well, Lord have mercy. It's nice. It's nice things are working out. That's wonderful. We just love and light, love and light, love and light. Oh, Kina. You hit it right on target. Lord have mercy. Lord.
Woo! Lord help the child. I cannot live my life like this. Okay. What's his name? Austin said, Lord. Exactly. Praise him. Woo! Okay. Exactly, Lewis. Back to you. Praise him. I'm trying to get on. Okay. So the moon card came up, and I believe that in our conversation or something, the moon card came up for you before. That's that intuition. Tap into your intuition. It is strong. It is heightened. You don't need anybody else to tell you anything. You are so on point. It's just you slowing down and relaxing and allowing the words to flow naturally without second guessing how you should say it. The one thing Spirit has always told me for if it was on my side, then yes, but since that's not mine, then I can't tell you yes. But Lewis, I done lost my whole train of thought. Lord help the child. I can't live my life like this, people. Intuition. Just stick to your intuition. You don't need anybody to tell you what you already know. Like you clearly receive. Oh, that's what it was. Slowing down and receiving it and saying it just how you receive it. Spirit has always told me to say it the way that we tell you to say it, and there's no consequence. Just say it. You don't have to reframe it. You don't have to reword it. Say it exactly the way it is, and there's no consequence to it. And so as long as you continue to say what you're supposed to say, the way that you're supposed to say it, then you'll be fine. So again, that's what I got. And then I got the Ace of Pentacles, which is a new beginning in money, which we keep telling you, new money, new start, creativity, new options, the divine hand working in your favor. But again, intuition, and then that hope, that recognition. The recognition part is what I'm seeing here. And again, when I see recognition, I see you standing at a podium speaking to children. So you may not have gotten into that yet, but it's coming. And actually, they said it's happening. You haven't seen it, but the behind the scenes work is already happening. And so once it actually takes place, you're already taking steps toward doing that. So that's what I got. So there you go.
Thank you, Diana. And Sunshine Frost sends you her best wishes, Diana. You know what I'm talking about. Sunshine Frost. Nick, is that about it then? We're done?
That was it. But the Tiffany lady, if she's still here, she has said something about, am I going to find true love? And when I read that, there was something that Okay, do you guys mind giving me? No, she said something about true love, and if you're still here, Miss Tiffany, let me know. Okay, you're still here. So you said, am I ever going to find true love? And they said, are you going to be honest about what true love looks like to you? Because what true love looks like to you isn't what it looks like to your friend. They're saying that the person you're going to meet is going to be outside of the norm or what you're looking for. Like if there's a type that you're used to, like maybe you're used to of a bad boy type, or somebody who's kind of like, more of a heartbreaker type. The person you're going to meet is going to be a little bit more toned down, more of a suit person, more of a casual person, more of a working man, more of a father, more of the characteristics that you want versus the look that you want. So the person that you're going to find is going to be outside of your norm. Stop looking for the same thing. If you've dated 18, and I don't want to say 18, so I'm gonna go low. If you've dated 5 different men and they've all been the same type and you've gotten the same result, then maybe you should change the type. So they're saying this person is going to be outside of your norm. He seems to be shorter or the same height as you, and he seems to be a little bit more reserved and a little bit more business minded. Not so much so the characteristics of what you want, like morally, business wise, and in that sense, but not in the physical characteristics that you're used to. So look outside the box and don't turn people down who don't quite meet your expectation. So not so much the bad boy, but more of a business minded person who can help you to excel and to get your business to a jump off. I don't know if you're trying to start a business, but they're saying the next person that you are going to be with will help you to get that business off. Because when sometimes we're in the company of friends who don't know any more than we do, we're all just running around in the same circle, not knowing any good information. And this person is coming in with a little bit more information and will help steer you in the right direction and get you out of that mixing bowl of people who don't know what to do. It's just all of us going around saying the same thing who don't know anything. You need somebody outside of it who's done it or has that business sense. And so this person is going to put you on that trajectory for business wise, to getting the jump off of your business, and for the love that you want. So look outside of the box of your norm that you would normally look for. So that's what I got.
Super. Super, 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 super. Gosh, I think we're pretty much done the list. I think we've exhausted it. Tiffany said,
all right, Miss Tiffany, I hope that's great.
She said,
for
you're
you.
awesome.
Are you thinking about starting a business? Was that part correct? Because they were very clear on this person directing you in your business sense and helping you to make mature decisions. Because it's kind of like that transition. Because I feel like you're maybe in your 20s, 20 to 30-ish, like you're stepping out of one decade into another decade, or you're maturing from that kind of teenage young 20s vibe to that older vibe. And so I definitely feel like you are transitioning to a different maturity level. You're welcome, Dre.
You're definitely welcome. Thank you for popping in. Don't forget, folks, hit that like button and before you leave.
Okay. Perfect, Tiffany. She said she just turned 30, because I felt that transition from a young lady to a mature woman. So this person is definitely going to steer you in the right direction. You don't have to worry about how it's going to. But one thing I am hearing Spirit saying is stop taking direction from your friends who don't know any more than you do. And not to say that you guys are not smart, but you know what I'm saying? If you want to start a restaurant, I've never started a restaurant. I don't know anything about it. So all I'm doing is giving you information about something that I don't know about. Or if I wanted to buy a house, I don't know anything about it. I would go to somebody who I know knows how to sell houses, which would be Don, or how to tell me what direction to go, or to give me that information. Staying inside my group of people who we all don't know anything is not going to get us anywhere. You have to step outside the box. And so this person is going to be that direction and help you pick that job up and get you focused. And I do see a few friends dropping off. They're dropping off like anchors, because they're just holding on to success or to your popularity or to your joy. And they will drop off when you find this new love. So be ready for that. But it's not any malice in it. It's just that they can't go to the next level that you're ready to go to. So that's what I got for you, Miss Tiffany. I'm sorry, Don, you can go ahead.
No. I'm good. Yes.
All right, guys, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe on all platforms, and make sure you're subscribed to both sides. If you're subscribed to me, go to Don. If you're subscribed to Don, then come to my side. Again, YouTube is probably the best place that you will want to go in order to be subscribed, because you'll get the alerts better. Facebook is a little finicky sometimes. Sometimes the messages come through and sometimes they don't. So again, YouTube, Sonoran Mystic Tarot, YouTube, A5Says, and then again, one of us is on Sunday through Thursday every of the weeks. One of us from our JSS community.
And I'll be back here tomorrow morning starting 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, which is 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And you can fill the rest in, because that's the two that that tend to get a lot of activity. So if you want to, you're welcome to come there. If you've had a reading tonight, you can come watch us tomorrow, but please don't ask for a reading tomorrow, because we want to share the wealth. So again, I would appreciate you joining us and coming in. But again, if you have had a reading tonight, please don't ask for one tomorrow. I leave it honor system. I don't really beat somebody to death for it, but at the same time, most of people listen pretty well. We got to give them credit for that. You guys are pretty good to us.
And this how my guys be like, didn't you get a reading yesterday? That's my guys. They so petty. My guys remember. They remember exactly.
Exactly. Oh, Lord have mercy. It's been an interesting night. Good.
It has. Diane was the highlight of our night. Like, she took us on an emotional roller coaster. I didn't know what to do.
Oh, Lord. Hey, she drew out the church lady. If you can draw out the church lady, you're something.
Listen, every single video you posted had me screaming. Lord Help the Child. Listen, that might be my new favorite. I don't know what I like more, Lord Help the Child or Am I the Drama? Y'all vote for which one y'all think is the best. Don got a whole bunch of them. What do you think is the best?
Oh,
did you play? You played the birthday for that one lady who said it was her birthday?
Yeah, we did.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
They did birthday too. I don't know. This one, I still like the Obama one when he's doing that. There's something about that. It's just without words. It's just this. I feel like sometimes no words necessary. It's just like.
Exactly. It could mean anything. What the hell are you talking about? Or really? Yeah. You really don't get it?
But there are times.
I like it.
There are times when you need this, the primordial scream. There are times you need that. I'm telling you. So there are times.
Listen, Dre, you can go back and see it and listen. That don't be me, y'all. That be my guys twisting my face like that, because that's how they be looking behind the scenes. Like, it don't be me. I swear it be all them. Just a whole group of them acting crazy.
Absolutely.
But it was a good night, Don. The energy picked up. Technology didn't fail me today. I feel great. Miss Linda said I look different. I feel different. Like I let go of something. I don't know. I just, whatever the universe take away, I'll be like, in good riddance to you. I hope it was a couple of these fat cells.
Well, there you go. When you spray tonight, that water, now you know what to spray for. Burn some sage.
The removal of these fat
Burn
cells.
some sage. Yep.
Yes, guys. All right, well, Don, I enjoyed our time tonight. It was really, really fun.
It was good.
Thank you, Angel Eyes.
Yep.
When are you coming back? We need to go out again to have some dinner.
She's supposed to be coming back in, is it March? Is it March?
Oh, is that when you're coming back?
March or April?
Thank you, Miss Julie.
Yeah. Supposed to come back March or April.
Did she say March? Oh, March or April?
Yeah, April.
April, all right. Yeah. I hope it's not the weekend. When we going out of town, Keenan?
She said
April 22nd. Oh, is that the weekend we gonna be gone, Keenan? Oh, the 7th through the 9th. Oh, okay, we'll be back by then.
So we'll have to definitely spend some time together.
All right. What's the event, Miss Linda? What you coming here for?
Oh, it's for the botanical garden. The gala for the botanical garden.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, you'll love it. You'll love it. You love it. Wear some comfortable shoes.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So it's that time of year again.
Exactly. Yes. Oh my God. And eat everything.
Yes, yes. Everything is every little place has different food, and it's good. Yep.
Yes. Lovely. And look out for that man. He might drop in from the moon that night.
There you go. Yeah. And hey, the gala has some people with some, you may find one, get yourself a rich old daddy with a 1 foot in the grave and another one on a banana peel. Lord have mercy.
And in the cold. And in the cold.
Exactly. This ain't Houston, but
Have they made a movie about her, Don? Like that seems like a story to like they've made a movie about everybody. I'm
I
surprised
thought they did. I thought they did a while ago.
They did.
Yeah. Yeah. She says, I'm hoping her BFF is retired.
All right now that's an expensive man from the moon.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, with that said, we are out of here. Good night, Angie. Good night, Keena. Good night, everybody. Again, if you haven't clicked that button, click it real quick. That like button, please. And with that
like,
said,
share, comment, let everybody know that we're here.
Exactly. Don't forget, watch for 1111, 1111. It was coming your way. If it hasn't already happened, make sure you take advantage of it. This is the day to do it because we are 111, January 11th. So make these things work.
And Lola, Don will be back on at 8 o'clock. She says she can't wait till tomorrow. He'll be on in the morning. Make sure you're subscribed to his page so that you can see in the morning when the alerts come through.
And don't forget, if you haven't done it yet, tonight, salt and cinnamon in water. Get it so where it melts, merges in, and then put it in a spray bottle and either flick it, even spray it or flick it around your door frame on the what do you call it, the threshold, and also on both doors, whatever. Make sure it's in the air and make sure it's happening. Also, just leave it burning on the stove a little bit so where it makes the house fill with the cinnamon. Give yourself that abundance. Cinnamon is abundance. Salt is protection. So make sure you put it out. And if you don't put it out via water, take some and just again sprinkle it along the threshold if you have to. Whatever it takes.
Miss Lola, you're on Don's page, the Sonoran Mystic Tarot. That's Don's YouTube page. So you're on Don's page, and then just find the rest of us. Naturally Divine Goddess, A5Says, and Sherry Berry. We're all on there. The rest of the ladies, I don't think they're on there, but we're all on there. And so just go ahead and find everybody and subscribe, and then you'll know every time. Oh, and Susan Grayson, you'll know every time one of us comes on.
And salt and water work, but salt and water is just salt. Salt is protectant, so it creates a barrier to protect energy coming in, bad energy coming in. The abundance is the cinnamon's for abundance. Okay, so again, the cinnamon brings in the abundance. If you forget the cinnamon, it's okay to put the salt, but the salt is for protection and nothing more. That's what it creates, that barrier. It's the cinnamon that brings the abundance in. So again, you're keeping one thing out, sending the other in. Make sure you do both if you can. If you don't have cinnamon, though, put salt out now. Yes, don't wait. So whatever you have in your pantry, use it. And if you have, again, bay leaves, write down what you want out of your life. Burn the bay leaf tonight. Get it done. Get it done.
Look how small that bay leaf is. Don't put a paragraph on her. You just need to put a little bit of a phrase
just
on
the
it.
intention.
You don't, and then burn it and then give it back to the universe.
Absolutely. What you do not need, let it go and give it back to where it needs to go and leave it.
Again, Lola, today is the 111 portal. So even if you don't do the cinnamon thing tonight, at least go ahead and set your intentions for what you want to receive from the universe, or what you want to release, what you want the universe to release. If you don't have anything specific that you know that you want or that you need, again, this is the affirmation that we've been saying and that we've been building the power of. I believe in infinite abundance and all my wants and needs are met. And then for releasing, I just literally say, I release those things that no longer serve me. And whatever that is released, I let it go. And so that's how you do it. But jump on the power of the portal and everything that we're saying tonight with the 111.
But why would you not use cinnamon at a transitional period in your life? If you're leaving a boyfriend, why would you not use cinnamon? Again, the cinnamon is drawing in abundance. It's drawing in that good positive energy. So whether you're leaving somebody or not, the cinnamon I don't see how the cinnamon connects to that you boyfriend, not boyfriend.
So as I read that, the salt will protect you from those feelings of wanting to return to him. So the salt can be your protection in that. But then the cinnamon is abundance. You're thinking of abundance only in the money way. There's an abundance of all kinds of things: abundance of love, abundance of spirituality, abundance of emotional, clarity, abundance
Health.
of money, abundance of a material things. So don't just think of abundance in the sense of money. Think of abundance in the sense of an abundance of love coming from a new
Absolutely.
mate. You're calling it in. The salt protects you from wanting to go back to the person you're leaving, and then the cinnamon calls in the new person.
Yep. Yeah. So again, don't delay on. Again, don't be afraid of the cinnamon. It's not gonna. Do not wait. There's no reason. Again, let that energy flow. Let it come in.
Oh, I thought maybe she thought like if I put it out there, then he won't leave. I'll need him to go. I get it, Lola. I'm with you. We're right here. I got it, Lola. I got it.
Exactly.
I got it. But you're okay.
All right. Well, with that said, we are out of here, folks. Again, thank you so much for popping in. I'll be back in the morning. Angie will be back on Sunday. Yes.
Yes, Sunday.
And is it Alicia
and I don't know
and Sherry? Or
I don't know who's gonna be there. But I'll be there. Me and parking lot Keena in the back. Oh wait, Keena, is that your birthday? Let me make sure. No, her birthday's on a Wednesday. Next Wednesday, Don. She said you got to sing to her.
Yes. I'm gonna make a special video for her.
I'm gonna be sitting here with a cake. I'm telling you that, nothing but cakes.
Nothing but cakes.
Don, I had the strawberry one the other day.
Uh-huh.
The bigger strawberry, because the little one is pretty good, but I had the bigger one. When I say it was so moist and it was so good, and it was just so delicious. It might be my new favorite. I don't even know. I always like the carrot, but that strawberry was delicious. It was rich too, Lord. But it was good.
That's another whole month of walking now, Angie.
Exactly.
But well worth it, I guess.
It was so good, Don, I'm telling you.
All right, everybody, we'll see you later. Again, check us out tomorrow. Check us out Sunday for Angie, one of the two, and you get some more readings. But again, if you've had a reading tonight, please, you're welcome to come in tomorrow, but don't ask for a reading, please. Let somebody.
Did you and Susan go live Tuesday?
No. Susan's on a cruise,
okay.
And I went.
Oh yeah.
And then I had something else to take care of, so I wasn't able to, which is kind of a nice change.
Yeah. And then we had class. Oh yeah, because she wasn't in class either.
Exactly.
Okay. I was like, Susan wasn't here.
Yeah, she was cruising again. She was out there cruising. She loves those cruises. Yep.
Exactly. And can you think in like a couple more days we'll be halfway through the month, Don?
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Oh well. Good night, everybody.
Night, Keena.